From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
This is Walter Bascom, Mr. Dollar.
Bascom?
Tri-Western Life and Casualty in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, sure. How are you?
Just fine. But I have a problem with a $100,000 claim.
A big one, huh? Who's the villain this time?
Well, that's just it. This is a claim I want to pay, but can't.
Oh, that's a switch. But how can I help?
Dollar, I hope that you can find the body.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And now, Act One of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Tri-Western Life and Casualty Insurance Company, Los Angeles office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Glacier ghost matter. Expense account item 1, $198.25, air transportation, Hartford to Los Angeles, California. It was late when the big four-engine plane circled slowly the land. In the clear night air, the myriad multicolored lights of the City of Angels made it sparkle like some tremendous field of precious stones. Item 2, 480, taxi into the Ambassador Hotel, which is just a stone's throw from Tri-Western's offices on Wilshire Boulevard. I immediately hit the sack. Item 3, $2 even for breakfast the following morning, after which I walked over to Walter Bascom's office.
Well, you got here a lot sooner than I expected, Dollar. Would you sit down?
Thanks, Walt. Now, whose body am I supposed to dig up where?
I'll give it to you in a nutshell. The policy is straight life, $100,000, no double indemnity or special clauses.
And the insurance?
Raymond R. Sheldon, partner in Rykoff Sheldon Plastics Company here in L.A.
Beneficiary?
His wife, Gloria, she lives in Westwood, and that's the section of town just out beyond Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I know it.
I've handled every bit of Sheldon's insurance for some 15 years, on his plant as well as household, personal property, automobile, everything. It's been a very profitable account. I've handled it myself.
Uh-huh, so what's happened?
Both Sheldon and his business partner, Albert Rykoff, were inveterate hunters and fishermen.
Real normal fellas.
Spent all the time they could poking around up in the high Sierras.
Oh, great trout country, I hear.
Yes. Well, 3 weeks ago, one Friday afternoon, they took off to do some exploring to locate, if they could, a little lake somewhere north of the Palisade Glacier.
Glacier? In California?
The Palisade is the southernmost glacier in the country.
Oh, I see. So what happened?
Well, so they packed in from a station near the town of Big Pine. That's a couple of 100 miles north of here in the Mount Whitney area.
Whitney, huh? Highest mountain in the United States, isn't it?
No, there are a lot of high peaks in that area.
Well, no wonder there's a lot of ice up there.
Yeah, some that never melts. At any rate, they found their lake, only it was a big one, just below another glacier, the other side of Palisade, a glacier they had to skirt in order to get back to the pack station.
Oh.
Well, that's where it happened. Lone Horse Glacier. Blizzard came up. They had trouble finding their route and foolishly drifted apart. A big ice ledge broke off and plunged Sheldon down into a tremendous, deep crevasse.
What about his partner, Ryko?
Well, 2 days later, half-starved and barely alive, he crawled into the pack station.
You say both of them knew that country pretty well.
Yes, years.
Now, what was this crank on the phone about finding a body?
Sheldon's. To establish legal proof of his death, it's still somewhere up in that glacier ice.
Well, didn't search parties go on?
Oh, yes. As soon as the storm cleared. And they found where the break in the ice shelf occurred, but could see no sign of the body at the bottom.
Well, that's easily understandable. But if a bunch of natives to that part of the country couldn't find anything, how do you expect me to?
I don't know, but I hope you'll try. Otherwise, the provision for a 52-week wait will have to apply.
I thought it was 7 years when somebody can't be found.
No, I'm talking about the standard disappearance following accident clause we use in our policies.
Why are you so anxious to pay off this claim in such a hurry?
Well, we know what happened to Ray Sheldon, and...
According to his partner, Ryko.
Yes. Even if Sheldon had survived the The avalanche, or whatever you want to call it, he couldn't have lived more than a few hours up in that cold, much less ever get back alone. So, why drag the whole thing out?
His wife need the money?
Yes, very badly.
And I take it you know her.
Yes. Yes, very well, Dollar. You see, I'm in love with her.
I let that one pass, although I was sure Walt knew exactly what I must be thinking. Item 4, a couple of bucks for a taxi out to the Rykoff Sheldon Plastics Company on Washington Boulevard. Al Rykoff turned out to be a tall, good-looking, well-built fellow in his late 30s. And, except for going into a bit more detail, gave me virtually the same story Walt Bascom had. I wondered out loud just how much the loss of his partner meant to him.
Are you kidding, Dollar? Ray was like a brother to me. But we were closer than brothers. It was a perfect partnership. If it hadn't been for Ray Sheldon, I wouldn't be at the head of this business.
You mean because of his death?
Dollar, before I came in here with him 5 years ago, he built this plant up single-handed. He was the one who struggled through all of its growing pains, financing, developing the dyeing and casting machines that have finally got us the fat government contracts that... No, wait a minute.
Yeah?
You said I'm on top now because of his death. Now, if you were thinking what I think you are...
Let's lay our cards on the table. To whom does this business go, now that Sheldon is dead?
Well, to me, on the basis of our partnership agreement.
Now, look here, Dollar. Take it easy, Rex.
Yes, but if you're trying to
I'm
imply...
not trying to imply anything. I'm just trying to get the whole picture, that's all. I've been sent out here to see if I can find Sheldon's body so that a life insurance claim could be paid. I came to see you in the hope you might be able to help me find his body.
I'm sorry. I guess this whole thing has me. I'm sorry. I'll help you any way I can. Do you intend going up to the Sierras?
Yes? And I'd like you to come along with me.
I will, gladly.
All right.
But I don't see how I can possibly get away from here for a couple of days at least. Now, if you can wait, we can fly up there in my own plane.
Well, no. I don't want to just sit around here doing nothing for 2 days. So I'll go ahead. You meet me up there as soon as you can get away.
Do you know where to go?
Give me directions, and I'll leave now. Item 5, $1.70 taxi to the home of Ray Sheldon's widow on Pandora Avenue out in Westwood. It was a small but attractive place in a middling to good neighborhood. Mrs. Sheldon, barely turned 40, I'd say, was also small and attractive.
I didn't realize it would be necessary for an investigator to come all the way out from Hartford.
Well, it's only because of Walter Bascom's request to settle your insurance claim so quickly.
Walter knows how much I need the money, Johnny. And please call me Gloria, won't you?
Why, sure, if you like.
You see, Ray kept putting all his money back in the business. There was something about having to expand the plant to handle some important government work.
Yes, I understand the contracts for it have come through.
Only a month or so ago. Now, poor Ray isn't here to see his labors bear fruit. 15 long years depriving himself, working so hard, all for nothing. Only to end up buried in the snow and ice of the country he loved so much. I'm sorry, Johnny.
Well, he seems to have provided pretty well for you. This nice home, the insurance.
Kind of a reward, I guess you'd call it.
Reward?
For standing by him during the difficult times. You see, we were never really very close together as husband and wife.
Oh.
Ray was 13 years older than me. I guess I married him because I respected and admired him so. For the way he studied and worked his way up from nothing. No family, no formal education. And you see, it was my social contacts that enabled him to finance the plastics business. Even Albert, his partner, made him through me.
Oh. How, Gloria?
Well, to be perfectly honest about it, Al was... Well, he was in love with me. I'd met him in Florida, where Ray had sent me one winter, and they've done wonderfully together. Al has almost become a member of the family.
Is he still in love with you?
I just don't know. Well, he's too nice to show it if he is.
You're sure of that?
What? Well, of course I am. You seem to forget that he and Ray were very close. What kind of a person would he be to make love to his best friend's wife?
It's happened.
I don't see what you...
Tell me
Why,
this. Are you in love with Al Rykoff?
Mr. Dollar.
Or is it Walt Baskin?
What?
After all, he's in love with you as me.
Mr. Dollar.
Well,
Yes. He is. What are you trying to say? Whatever it is, I don't think I like it. Not a bit. It's almost as though you suspected somebody of murdering Ray.
it is a possibility, isn't it?
Of course not. Who?
Several people might benefit, like you, for instance.
This is the most...
After years of a half-baked marriage and struggling along, how you can call wintering in Florida a struggle, I don't know.
I told you. He tried to make
And his
up to me
business
for all...
partner, Rykoff, who now owns the business, now that it's suddenly begun to prosper.
Are you trying to say that Al
And
had...
the fact that Al might still care for you could look pretty suspicious, couldn't it?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Now, what about Walt Bascom? It's pretty unusual when an insurance man is so anxious to spend the company's money. But then, if he has intentions toward the beneficiary of the policy
Charlie,
involved...
this is awful. This is terrible. These things you're saying, I won't let you. I won't stand for this. You
won't have to, Gloria.
Al.
Oh, now, come on. Put that thing down, Rykoff.
I thought you'd come here instead of going up to the mountain. You know, everything you said was possible, Dollar.
Al, dear, please.
Possible, but not true. And I won't stand for you or anyone else tormenting this girl this way. She's been through more than she deserves as it is. And I'm not going to stand still while some stupid insurance dick makes her tear her heart out over
Just
the
settle down, Rykoff, and put that thing away.
Now, you get out of here.
Just put yourself in my place.
I have. And that's why I said all those wild theories of yours are possible, all of them. All three of us have plenty to gain with Ray Sheldon out of the way, especially me. Because in the long run, I stand to benefit most. And I'd be number one suspect, wouldn't I? Because I was the last one to see Ray. The only one who was with him when he died. The only one who could have murdered him. And this is a big but, Dollar. Even if I had killed Ray Sheldon, neither you nor anybody else would ever be able to prove it. Remember that. Now get out.
Some fast thinking and a lot of careful, deliberate talking to calm down Al Rykoff, partner of Raymond Sheldon, who had allegedly died in a mountain climbing accident. If Sheldon had been murdered, Rykoff was a natural suspect. One of three, that is. But unless I could find Sheldon's body buried somewhere in the ageless ice and snows of a glacier high in the Sierra country, Al was right. There couldn't possibly be proof that Sheldon's death wasn't accidental. Al finally became convinced that an attack on me would only add to any suspicions that he might have murdered Sheldon. That his only defense would be to help me all he could. He freely admitted still being in love with Gloria Sheldon. And he repeated that his reason for bursting in on us was to protect her from further heartache over all that had happened. And who knows, maybe he was telling the truth. In any event, we took off about an hour later in his two-engine plane, headed almost due north, and by 3 p.m. we're cruising along through the high, thin air over the tall peaks of the Sierra Nevada.
Over there to the right. Little town you see is Big Pine.
That's your base of operations when you and Sheldon came up here looking for the mountain lake?
No, that's Forrest Lewis's back station. Directly ahead there, where you see that long, cleared space, that's where we'll spend the night.
Looks like he has a landing field.
Yeah, he has. Some of the lakes up here, dozens of them have to be flown into unless you want to pack in on horseback for several days. There's Palisade Glacier over there to your left.
That's not the one where Sheldon was trapped.
No. That was Lone Horse Glacier. Other side of that next peak.
The small plane labored in the high altitude, but managed to carry us clear of the 12,000-foot peak. And then, below us, we saw the lake being found. Lone Horse Lake. Clear and blue, and all but surrounded by snow-covered rocks. Al, it took a lot of guts to pack up here.
No, we were just crazy to do it so early. Like other fishing fools, we were determined to have a place all to ourselves. Now look ahead there, due north on the far rim of the lake.
Lone Horse Glacier?
Yeah, Lone Horse Glacier. That's the big crevasse just above the edge of the lake, but... Well, that's where the ice ledge broke off.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can see how the bottom of that crevasse would be impossible to get to.
Yeah. Here, take these glasses while I make a turn.
Oh?
It got warm enough to rain up here one day last week. Wash away some of the fresh snow at the spot where he fell. So I came up and flew over it like we're doing now.
So?
So look down. Directly down. You see?
It's a body. But it's a body down there.
It's Ray's body.
But positive identification from up here is impossible.
Just as impossible as ever recovering it.
Yeah, I can see that. And you two were absolutely alone up here.
I doubt if anyone else has ever been crazy enough to climb this spot.
Yeah. Well, Al, what I see is proof enough for me. So,
$1? I'm sorry if I acted like a fool there, Gloria's house. Look, I swear all I was trying to do was...
I think I understand, Al. Let's go back to the pack station.
Yeah. And thanks, Dollar.
There was nothing fancy about Forrest Lewis's pack station, and he was full up with early season fishermen. Some who chose to go up into their favorite spots by pack train, others who could afford to be flown into their pet camping spots. Over a plain but hearty evening meal in the log building that Forrest called his lodge, an idea slowly began to form in the back of my head.
Yeah, Dollar. One of my flyboys spotted Sheldon's body there, too, right after that rain we had last week.
That's so?
Before that, we'd hunted around on the trails up there for days, but we couldn't find nothing.
You think there's any chance of recovering it?
Not a chance. Impossible, even with a helicopter. That chasm where he fell in is too deep and rugged.
A helicopter'd ever make that altitude, Johnny, much less fight the air pockets to get close enough.
Yeah, never reach it by trail either, because that chasm just north of it. Chasm that opened up when the ice ledge busted off. Watch, even deeper than the one Sheldon's body's in. You try climbing around on the narrow ridge that's left, and you and the ridge and everything else will go crashing down in the Lone Horse Lake. Oh, that's that.
Yeah, I see.
Now, that body will just have to lay there till the end of time, preserved by the cold and the ice, and it'll soon surround it.
And yet it's a fitting tomb for a man who loved this country so much.
Yeah, he was a mighty nice man, too. Mighty nice. Look, as long as you fellas are up here, why don't you stay a couple extra days and do some fishing? A lot of mighty fine goldens being took out of some of the small high lakes up there. How about it, Mr. Ryko?
I'd like to, Forey, but I'm afraid I'd better get back to Los Angeles.
You? Turned down a chance to fish? Well, I can't believe it.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm afraid I've kind of lost my desire to fish up here after... Well...
Oh, yeah, sure, son. I'm sorry. I should have realized.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to take you up on that offer, Forrest. My cracks at golden trout are too few and far between. What's more, come to think of it, I'm on an expense account. So why not? But I had an entirely different kind of fishing in mind. And the following morning, immediately after Al Rykoff hopped into his plane and took off for Los Angeles, I got going. From Forey Lewis, I got hold of a couple of sticks of dynamite. Then, with his help and a handful of 30-30 cartridges, I devised a couple of impact fuses, a trick I'd learned a long time ago from a pal on the New York arson squad. Just to make sure, Forey and I rigged up one of them with a small charge and dropped it into a deep rock-strewn crevice near the edge of his property to see if it worked.
Great. Balls of fire, Johnny. I'll say it works.
Yeah, even with a drop of only 40 or 50 feet.
So, what are you going to do now? You still haven't told me what this is all about.
Well, didn't I notice a set of pontoons on one of the planes tied down on your landing strips?
Wheels and pontoons. That's Joe Gracie's plane. That shows he can drop the customers down on the lakes where they want to camp on the edge of it.
Then Joe's my boy.
Cost you $50 a trip.
That'll be okay.
Man, if you're going after Goldens, he'll know where to take you.
Forey, how much dynamite have you got there in your workshop?
Oh, a couple of cases or two. You know, in case I decide to put up another building, need some more rock. Hey, now, wait a minute. Your idea of fishing ain't to dynamite a lake, is it?
No, hardly. But I'll need about a case of the stuff. Come on, let's get at it. Item 6, 2450 dynamite. And I threatened Forey Lewis with mayhem if he told the pilot. That's item 7, by the way, $50 even. Joe Gracie didn't even ask about the box I put aboard his plane. Probably thought it was a city dude's idea of a tackle box. Joe could fly all right. He seemed to know every up and down draft and every mountain pass in the area and be ready for it.
Yeah, some of them are pretty wicked, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, brother, I can see that all right. Some of these jagged peaks around here look pretty wicked, too.
We'll stay clear of them.
I hope so. Okay. Now, that's Lone Horse Glacier on the left, isn't it?
Check.
And the first crevasse up from the edge of the lake is the one with Sheldon's body in it.
That's right. I was the first one to spot it last week.
All right. I want you to fly as close as possible down toward that second crevasse, the deep one.
The one back of the one where the body is.
That's right.
Check. Now what?
Be prepared for the surprise of your life.
Well, now, look, with you paying the charter and giving the orders and all, I didn't want to say anything, but if you want a lake that has a lot of gold and
Down
trout
lower,
in it-
Joe, lower. Just as close to that second chasm as you dare.
You're the boss.
Easy now. Lower still and parallel it.
That's what we're doing.
Right rudder, just a hair.
Look over to the left in a couple of seconds, and you'll see Sheldon's body in that other rift.
You look at it. Here now.
Hey, shut the door! What are you doing, Dollar?
Gain altitude, Joe, fast.
What'd you throw out? What are you up to?
Dynamite.
Well, that'll blow these two ridges clear into the lake. Dollar, hang on!
Great shockwaves rocked our tiny plane, and below we could see tall plumes of shattered ice and snow reach upward into the thin, cold air, form a light, glistening cloud, and finally slowly settle down toward the mountain and the lake. The two high ridges of ice had been pushed over into the lake, as though by some giant hand, and they were floating there. Then when the lake settled down, we landed on it. By this time, I'd given Joe some idea of my purpose, or he might have thrown me out and hightailed it back to the pack station alone.
Hey, it worked, Mr. Dollar. I see it floating there straight ahead. That's it, all right. Sheldon's body.
Yeah. Now, take it easy, Joe. I'm going to climb down on the pontoon and try to pick it up.
And you're going to be mighty careful.
Don't worry, brother, I will.
You fall in that ice water, you wouldn't last half a minute.
A little bit to the right. Just as slow as you can now.
Check. How's that?
Easy now. Easy does it. Easy. Here.
You okay?
Okay. Cut your engine and help me get him aboard.
Check.
Attaboy.
Well, guy's body's preserved.
Perfect by the cold. Help me heist him out. Now, sure.
Now, you can just... Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, I guess it's just about what I expected to find.
Good Lord.
He and Al Rykoff were alone up there the day it happened. And before Sheldon fell into that crevasse, he was carefully, repeatedly shot in the back.
Good Lord.
At 11,000 feet and with the extra load, the takeoff from Lone Horse Lake wasn't easy. But we finally made it and started back toward the pack station.
Sure is an awful thing what some people will do sometimes, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, Joe, but sooner or later they get caught up with.
You think Sheldon's body full of bullet holes is enough to pin it on this guy, Rykoff?
By his own admission, he was the only one up there when Sheldon died.
Man, I bet if he'd known what you were up to here, he'd never have gone home.
That surprises me, too. Now that we know he was the killer. Joe?
Huh?
Is that one of your planes coming toward us?
Yeah. The same one I seen when we were landing on the lake. The sun was against us, though, so I couldn't be sure.
Wait a minute. That's Rykoff's plane. What? I'm sure of it.
He must have seen what we've been up to.
Look out for him. Look out for him. He's coming at us head on.
Crazy fool!
Look out. Duck!
Shooting at us out of the window.
Can you outrun him?
This old single engine, never.
Look, Joe. He's coming around again to get on our tail.
Like he's gonna try to ram us.
Full throttle, Joe.
No, it's uptight. We haven't got a chance. We can't get... Yes. Yes, we can. Anchor pass.
Anchor pass.
Back toward Lone Horse. Between two peaks. We'll make it. But he won't.
What do you mean?
Downdraft. A bad downdraft. Unless you know about it, you're dead.
Are you sure we can make it?
Mister, we've got to make it. Hold your hat.
Come on now. He's coming up on us fast.
Here we go. We're okay now, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah. Oh, brother. Good flying, Joe. Good boy.
Yeah, but not Rykoff. Look back. He crashed within a couple of 100 yards of where he thought he'd buried his pal. Yeah, I guess maybe you'd call that justice, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Yes, as Joe had said, justice was done in one of its own strange ways. And I suspect Walt Bascom will hesitate the next time he gets a request for such fast action on a claim. However, I see no reason why this one shouldn't be paid in full. Expense account total, including incidentals and transportation back to Hartford. Oh, and a couple of days fishing for golden trout there at Forrest Lewis's place. I needed it. Expense account total, $431.60. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a whale of a story about a whale. And if you ever started hunting for a missing whale, well, join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Herb Ellis, Forrest Lewis, James McCallion, and John Daner. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
George Reed speaking.
Oh, good morning, George.
Is it?
Well, sure. The birds are singing, the bees are buzzing.
And there are whales in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, there are. What?
You know anything about whales, Johnny?
Can't say that I do.
Well, neither do I. Neither does our agent down in Gulfport, Mississippi. Can you go down there?
Well, yeah, sure, but what's this all about?
I told you. A whale.
Oh, come on. You people didn't insure it. Now, George.
Oh, Johnny, of course we didn't. But we did write a floater policy covering 80 pounds of ambergris.
Amber who?
Gris comes from a whale.
Uh-huh.
Very valuable, used in the making of perfume.
Oh, yeah.
We issued the policy a week ago. Yesterday, the stuff disappeared.
How much did you cover it for?
$20,000. And our agent down there is W.C. Owen. Got it?
Owen, huh?
Yes. You really shouldn't have any trouble locating the stuff.
No? Why not?
Because, and I quote Mr. Owen, ambergris smells worse than a hound dog which has caught a skunk.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, American Branch Office, 443 North 15th Street, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Michael Meany Mirage matter. Expense account item 1, $168. Transportation from Hartford to the Markham Hotel in Gulfport, Mississippi. I called W.C. Owen, the agent who had sold the policy covering the ambergris. Half an hour later, I opened the door of my room to a middle-aged man wearing a brown seersucker suit.
Mr. Dollar, is that right?
Sure is. Come on in, Mr. Owen. Come on in.
Thanks. Well, Dollar, I'm not going to fool around about this. I'm in a mess, and you're my only chance of getting out of it.
Well, I'll do whatever I can, Mr. Owen.
You just find that ambergris. And, man, please find it within the next 48 hours.
Oh, why the rush?
2 reasons. When the ambergris was stolen off the freight platform at the train depot day before yesterday, it was packed for shipping. Had enough dry ice around it to last 72 hours, but no more.
Uh-huh. Now, what's the second reason?
That Mike Meany.
Who's he?
Owner of the Ambergris and a real good client of mine. I promised him you'd locate the stuff for sure.
Well, I appreciate your confidence, Mr. Owen.
Name's W.C. Mr. around here sounds too highfalutin for an insurance salesman.
Okay, W.C. But what's this fellow mean he's so worried about? The Ambergris is covered for $20,000.
He told me he'd learned it was worth a lot more than that since the floater was issued. Something up near $60,000.
Pretty rare stuff.
It is. Matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever heard of anybody finding ambergris in the Gulf.
Who fished him out of the water? Meany?
No, a young fellow worked for him named Billy Fisher.
Did Meany buy it from Fisher?
Didn't have to. Belonged to Mr. Meany right off.
Oh, why's that?
Well, because Fisher works for him. Mr. Meany lets out his fishing boats to fellas which ain't got no boat of their own, or even a chance of getting one.
He rents them out, you mean?
No, he don't rent them. He lets them out on share. Mr. Meany puts up the boat, gas, nets, everything. And whoever runs the boat, well, whatever he catches, he belongs to Mr. Meany.
Oh, and because Fisher happened to be in Meany's boat when he found the Ambergris, it automatically became Meany's property, huh?
Now you got it, boy.
Uh-huh. Did Fisher know what it was? Or the value of it when he turned it over to Meany?
Well, you have to ask him about that.
Yeah, I plan to. But first, I'd like to have a talk with this Mike Meany.
I'm way ahead of you, Dollar. I called Meany right after you called me. He's waiting for us.
How far does he live from here?
Oh, about 3 or 4 miles down the beach road toward Biloxi. Place called Mississippi City.
Mississippi City?
Uh-huh. But don't let the name fool you. Ain't nothing there except a couple of stores, fishing boat landing, and the train depot.
Sounds like a real quiet place.
It is. It's also where this whole thing started and where I hope it finishes. And the sooner, the better.
A few minutes later, we were driving east along the coast. Ahead of us, we could see Mississippi City's one and only landmark, a long wooden pier extending far out into the Gulf. Anchored near the end of it were several small fishing boats. We passed the Meany General Store and the Meany Fish Market, then turned into a narrow driveway. I'm not sure what kind of a house I'd expected Mike Meany to live in, but this certainly wasn't it. It was too small and it needed a coat of paint. We got out and Owen led the way to the side porch.
Mr. Meany, you at home?
Doesn't look like he is.
No, he's here. Listen.
What in the name of...
Sure heavy, ain't he? Yes, sir. Ain't another man his size in the whole United States.
Good night, I believe it.
W.C., boy, you sure took your sweet time getting here. Yeah.
Well, made it just fast we could, Mr. Meany. This is the fellow I was telling you about, Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Both of you come inside. That's it. Come on in. You men sit down on the sofa. I'll just lower myself into this here chair. There. Yeah, now then. You're a detective, huh, Dollar?
Well,
then, me ain't giving me an answer. You're a detective or you ain't a detective. Now, which is it?
I'm an insurance investigator. Right now, I'm being paid to find 80 pounds of ambergris that you lost.
Lost?
He didn't mean nothing by saying that, Mr.
You
Meany.
hush up, you road agent.
Mr. Meany.
Dollar, that stuff was stolen, you hear? Thieved. Right in the broad light of day.
You're sure?
Why, I'm sure 80 pounds of ambergris didn't get up and walk off by itself.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Itself.
Exactly where was it when it was stolen?
Sitting in a box I had built for it, a special box. Smell-proof.
Cost $25.
Oh, shut up. I was sending it to New Orleans to a fella I'd heard might be able to sell it for me. The box was on the platform right outside the American Express office of the depot.
Here in Mississippi City?
Boy, you ever take a bad fall out of your crib? No, you ignorant, in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Where do you think that depot was?
Well, it could have been in Gulfport.
No, it couldn't never do business there.
Okay, so I'm wrong.
No, but that's the first time you ever admitted it.
Had the box been checked in at American Express?
You mean had the freight been paid in New Orleans?
Yes, that's what I mean.
That scrounging, ignorant, no good.
Had it been paid, Mr. Meany?
No, it hadn't.
Why not?
Because the rat I trusted with the ambergris and sent down to the station to see it got on the train.
Yeah?
He'd promised. He'd give his word. He wouldn't take his eyes off that stuff for 1 second. No. That dirty. That no account. That...
Are you okay, Mr. Meany?
No. But you sit down. You make me nervous, W.C.
Yes, sir.
Every time I think of that, TJ, That stupid nephew of mine, well, you know what he done, Dollar. He spotted something more interesting to look after than $20,000 worth of ambergris.
Okay, who was she?
Oh, W.C. told me.
No, I didn't. No, sir. Mr. Dollar, he's just clever.
Yeah, well, anyway, according to T.J., this young female pulled up in an open car across the road from where he was at, and it wasn't until he got up close that he could see that she was wearing a strapless bathing suit.
You see, Mr. Dollar, T.J.
He
thought...
knows what T.J. thought, you miserable. You keep your mouth shut, W.C.
Oh, whatever you say, Mr. Williams.
Well, while T.J. was investigating the situation, someone made off with the ambergris. Is that right?
Right.
Well, what about the other people at the station?
There weren't no other people there.
How about the baggage clerk and the passenger agent? Where were they?
Sam Burroughs is the only man that works down the depot, and he was busy selling some woman a Pullman ticket to Memphis.
How long did T.J. talk to the girl?
Just a couple of minutes, according to him, that is.
You want to ask him yourself. He works at the all-night cafe in Gulfport.
All right, thanks. Well, we sure haven't much to go on.
You got nothing to go on. So you might as well give me my $20,000 and head back up north, where you belong.
Not yet, Mr. Meany.
You got 45 hours. At the end of that time, I want my insurance money. You don't see that I have it, Mr. W.C. Owen, you're going to be sorry. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I know.
Owen didn't say another word until we pulled out of Fat Mike Meany's driveway and had turned left going on down the beach toward Biloxi.
I suppose you think I should have stood up to him a little more, huh?
No, I figured you had your reasons for not wanting to get into an argument with him.
See those boats off the end of the pier?
The small fishing boats, uh-huh.
Well, they belong to Meany. He's also got money invested in half the business place along the beach. You know what that means, Dollar.
Yeah, well, where I come from, he'd pull a lot of weight.
That's it. And anybody he gets riled at, well, one word from him and a good many of my clients would be screaming for me to cancel their policies.
Like that, huh?
Just like that.
Hey, where are we going?
Billy Fisher's. This way, this here's the boarding house he lives in. Come on.
Uh-oh. Okay, boy. Okay. Easy now, easy. That's it. Good boy, good boy.
Didn't you know the dog is back in this house?
Well, afternoon, Miss Harvey.
Oh, well, my goodness, Miss Owen, this is an unexpected pleasure for sure.
Why, thank you, ma'am. This here is Mr. Johnny Dollar, Miss Harvey.
Afternoon.
Pleased to know you, Mr. Dollar. Wouldn't you like to come in and sit down?
No, thanks. We really don't have much time.
Oh?
Mr. Dollar is an insurance investigator. Right now, he wants to have a talk with Billy Fisher, providing his home.
Why, sure he is. You find him round the side there. Oh, but...
Yes, sir?
Well, he's with Jane Higgins, Miss Owen.
Jane Higgins?
Oh, you know her pa rented that old Miller place again. Girl that got Billy into that trouble.
Oh, yes.
What kind of trouble, Mrs. Harvey?
Well, it happened when the Higginses were down here 2 years ago. Billy and Jane have always been sweet on each other. But being as Billy is Billy and doesn't have a thing of his own, not even a job, except fishing one of Mr. Meany's boats. Well, Jane's pa just put his foot down.
But didn't mean a thing to Billy. No, sir. At least not until old man Higgins got a sheriff after him.
That still didn't stop Jane. And finally, the Higginses just packed up. They didn't come back until just 3 weeks ago Saturday.
How old is the Higgins girl now?
Oh, 18, 19. And she hasn't changed one bit in those 2 years. No, sir. She's just over here all the time.
Sure be some fur flies when her paw finds out.
There they are now. Billy? Jane! Hi. Come over here a minute, Billy. Someone wants to see you.
Sure.
Billy? Now, this here's Mr. Dollar.
Hi. Howdy. Miss Higgins, Mr. Dollar, and Mr. Owen.
Hello, Miss Higgins. Billy, I wonder if I could speak to you alone for a moment, huh?
Yes, sir. What do you want to talk to me about?
Mr. Meany and the ambergris you found.
Oh, that.
Where did you find it, Billy?
Out near Cat Island, floating in the East Channel.
Uh-huh. Did you know what it was as soon as you saw it?
No, sir, not exactly, but I read a story once about a fellow that found some ambergris, and he sure made a lot of money off it.
So you weren't going to take any chances and you hauled it aboard, is that right?
Yes, sir. Something like that.
Billy, you realized that anything you caught or salvaged with that boat belonging to Mr. Meany, it wasn't yours. You realized that, didn't you?
Well, not right then, I didn't know, sir. He gave me some kind of a contract to sign when I started working for him, but I never read it.
Well, what happened when you put in at the pier that night?
Oh, that Cliff Stillinger, Mr. Meany's checker. He spied the ambergris right off, and he made me turn it over to him.
Was that the last time you saw it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that was it.
Okay, Billy. That's all I had on my mind.
Well, that's all? I mean, no questions about whether I swiped it from the train station or not?
Would you tell me if you had?
You crazy or something? Heck no.
After saying goodbye to Jane Higgins and taking a rain check on a dinner invitation for Mrs. Harvey, Owen and I drove back to town. I was tired and I was discouraged, and I needed a good night's sleep, so I had him drop me off at the hotel. At the desk, I found a message to call long-distance operator 19. A few minutes later, the call was completed.
George Reed speaking.
Hi, George. Thought it was you.
Johnny, where in blazes have you been? I've been trying to get hold of you all afternoon.
Oh, something important?
No, I was just curious about the weather down there.
Oh, well, it's great. Warm, but not too warm.
Johnny.
Okay, George, what's happened?
Well, one of the boys upstairs got wind of that ambergris claim.
So?
He just happens to have a friend who's an ichthyologist.
Well, bully for him.
Johnny, this ichthyologist says that ambergris comes only from the sperm whale. And there has never been a sperm whale alive that would be caught dead swimming in the Gulf of Mexico.
What?
You follow me, Johnny?
I think so. If there's never been a sperm whale in the Gulf, then that stuff you people insured couldn't have been... But, George, if it wasn't ambergris, what was it?
I don't know, but unless you find it, we're stuck for $20,000.
Holy smokes.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag for each of the 50 states. New Mexico's flag is an ancient Zia sun symbol, a red circle on a field of yellow, radiating from 4 points, which we might indicate as north, east, south, and west, are 4 parallel lines. 4 was a sacred number of Zia, the number most often used by the giver of all good gifts. The earth had 4 main directions, each with its own gifts. The year had 4 seasons, each with a different offering for mankind. The day had 4 phases: sunrise, noontime, evening, and night. Life had its 4 divisions: childhood, youth, manhood, and old age. Everything in life and nature was bound together in a circle, the circle of life and love, without beginning and without end. And in this great brotherhood of all things, man had 4 obligations. He must develop a strong body, a clear mind, and a pure spirit. 4th, and most sacred, he must spirit to the welfare of his people. From this simple symbol, the Zia sun, we read the legend of a wonderful philosophy. The flag's colors of flaming red and golden orange represent the banners of Ferdinand and Isabella, which were carried by Columbus across the Atlantic. New Mexico's state flag, the flag of the 47th state to enter the Union, was adopted on March 19, 1925. Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Michael Meany Mirage Matter.
After talking to George Reed and learning that there was considerable doubt in his mind concerning the origin of the ambergris Mike Meany had insured with Reed's company, I called WCO and the agent who had issued the policy to come down to the hotel. He was as shocked and surprised as I'd been.
Johnny, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, well, it's true. At least according to a man who studied the habits of sperm whales for years.
Oh. And those kind of whales never come into the Gulf?
No, not according to him.
What if ambergris isn't ambergris? What is it?
WC, your guess is as good as mine. But whatever it isn't worth $20,000.
Oh, guess not. Johnny?
Yeah?
You don't think Mr. Meany is trying to pull a fast one, do you?
Trying to defraud the company?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I doubt it. He has all the money he'll need for a while.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Tell me, W.C., did Meany have the ambergris analyzed before he asked you to insure it?
Matter of fact, he did. Even showed me a letter which said that the stuff was ambergris.
You remember who made the analysis for him?
A chemist over in Biloxi. Don't recall his name offhand, but he signed that letter he gave Mr. Meany.
Okay. First thing in the morning, we'll take another trip out to Meany's place.
Good.
In the meantime, don't mention any of this to anyone, will you?
No, I won't. Johnny?
Yeah?
I should have checked on that chemist, shouldn't I? And I shouldn't have been so anxious to take Mr. Meany's word.
Well, we all make mistakes.
Not big ones. Not big ones like this. Johnny, we just got to find that stuff. Because if we don't, we'll never know if it was ambergris or not. Will we?
No, W.C., we won't. I felt sorry for Owen. I knew as well as he did that the company might recall his franchise unless we could prove it was ambergris that had been insured. And at the moment, I was quite sure we couldn't do that. The next morning, the coffee shop was crowded, so I started up toward the center of town, looking for another place to have breakfast. I was about 4 or 5 blocks from the hotel when I heard someone calling me.
Mr. Dollar. Johnny.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Jane.
Morning yourself.
Well, what are you doing in town so bright and early?
I'm going on a shopping spree.
Oh?
A girl can't get married and just any old thing, you know.
I guess you can't. Well, who's the lucky guy?
Well, who do you think?
Billy Fisher?
I certainly wouldn't marry anyone else.
Well, Jane, it's none of my business, but I heard.
You heard that my father's dead set against Billy, didn't you?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, he is. But there isn't much he can do about it. I'm over 18. Besides, he's going to change his mind about Billy.
I hope so.
He's going to be real sorry he ever treats Billy the way he has.
Jane, look, I haven't had breakfast yet. How about joining me for a cup of coffee?
Oh, I'd love to. Where we go?
Oh, how about over there, the all-night cafe?
All right. Oh, no, do you know what time it is, Mr. Dollar?
Just 10 after 9. Why?
Well, I just remembered something important. I'll see you later here.
Funny. Or is it? I crossed the street and entered the all-night cafe. Behind the counter, wearing a white T-shirt, apron, and a Valentino-type hairdo, was a man about 23 years old.
Morning. What'll it be?
Ham and eggs and coffee.
I want them eggs.
Over easy, okay?
It's okay with me. I ain't eating them.
2 half-mice with pigs.
You want your coffee now?
Yeah, please. Do you happen to know a man named Mike Meany?
I should. He's my uncle.
Oh, well, then you must be T.J.
That's right. How come you know me?
I was talking to your uncle yesterday. My name's Dollar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he told me if you come around, I should tell you anything you want to know.
Well, what happened at the depot that afternoon, T.J.?
Didn't he already tell you that?
Well, I'd like to hear your side of it.
Well, ain't much to tell. I was sitting there waiting to put that box in the 303, and this here gal drove up.
What happened then?
Man, she gave me just about the biggest come-on I ever did get.
So you left the freight platform and crossed the road to talk to her?
Well, shoot, Mr. Dollar. I didn't see nothing wrong in doing that. There wasn't nobody around.
Oh, there must have been.
Yeah, I reckon so, but I sure didn't see him.
T.J., did that girl tell you her name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Betty Lou Miller?
Betty Lou Miller.
Yeah. Now, look, mister, I'm busy.
No, wait. Have you seen her since then?
Well, sure.
When was that?
Well, just now, out in the street. She's the gal you was talking to.
I finished my ham and eggs and walked back to the hotel. Owen was waiting for me, but before we drove to Mike Meany's house, we made a stop at the railroad depot. The agent remembered everything that had happened that afternoon, the ambergris had been stolen, including the name of the woman who had purchased a Pullman ticket to Memphis at the time of the theft. After thanking Sam for his help, we went on to the Meany place.
Come on in. Sit yourselves down.
Thank you, Mr. Meany.
Dollar, you find my ambergris here?
No, sir. But I think I know who has it.
What do you mean? You mean you know who stole it from the depot?
I think so, Mr. Meany. I'm not sure.
Well, boy, you just let me have their name. Yes, sir, I'll get the sheriff out here and see their foot under the jail. Now, you come on. Tell me, who did it?
No, sir, I'm sorry. I'll tell you when I'm sure and not before.
What? Well, when's that going to be?
Depends.
Depends on what?
Whether you'll help me or not.
Why, You ignorant, stupid Yankee. You know good and well, boy. I'll help you. Yes, sir. Now, what? What do you want me to do?
Give Owen here the letter you received from the chemist that analyzed the ambergris.
Is that all?
That's all for now.
But, boy, you Dollar. Where do you think you're going?
To see a lady, Mr. Meany. Owen, I'll call you as soon as I'm sure.
Right. Good luck, Johnny.
In Owen's car, I drove down the beach to Mrs. Harvey's boarding house. Billy Fisher was out with the boat, so I had plenty of time to tell her what I knew.
It's all my fault, Mr. Dollar. I planned the whole thing and put Billy up to it.
And bought the Pullman ticket?
Yes, I still have it. Been meaning to turn it in for the money, but just hadn't had a chance to get down to the depot.
Tell me, Mrs. Harvey, how did you know that T.J. would leave the ambergris when he did?
Oh, everybody around here knows T.J.'s weakness for girls. Wonder to me he hasn't been locked up long ago.
Yeah. Well, it was a beautiful job. You timed it just like a professional.
I thank you for the compliment.
Where was Billy?
In the woods on the other side of the railroad track. He waited till Jane got T.J. all mixed up, then he scooted across, got the ambergris, and ran back into the tree.
And Jane picked him up after leaving the depot?
Yes, sir. You care for a cup of coffee, Mr. Dollar?
No, thanks, Mrs. Harvey.
You look so downhearted.
Well, I guess that's part of my job, too. What did Billy do with the ambergris?
I sent it on to Atlanta. A man there's going to sell it for him.
Oh, I see.
My, you sure look like you lost your best friend.
Yeah, well, I ran into Jane this morning. She was going shopping for her trousseau.
Yes, I know.
Mrs. Harvey, if it turns out that isn't ambergris...
Oh, they'll still get married no matter what, Mr. Dollar. If not now, then someday.
Dollar! You Yankee schemer!
What?
Where you at?
What on earth?
Miss Harvey!
Well, that sounds like Mr. Owen.
And my friend, Mr. Meany.
Dollar! Just what you trying to pull?
I tried to keep him from coming over here, Mr. Dollar, but I just couldn't handle him at all.
All right, Deputy.
It's a long way from being all right.
Just what do you want here, Mr. Fat Mike Meany?
What do I want? Why, woman, I want to arrest you and that dirty, backbiting Billy Fisher and his girl for stealing my ambergris. That's what I want.
Hush.
I want to see you in jail.
Jail, don't be ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Why, woman...
That's what I said. Now, if you don't get off my property...
Yeah, but you, woman, you stole it.
How do you know I stole anything?
I know because this here worm of an insurance agent wouldn't have a customer left on the beach unless he told me.
Well, he told you wrong. Billy took that ambergris.
No.
But it belonged to him all the time.
Well, woman, that's a lie.
Ain't that right, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, it sure is. At least it is if it was ambergris.
It's ambergris right enough.
Owen?
Well, I called that chemist, but he quit his job a couple of days ago. Couldn't find no record he made of it.
Don't need no record. It's ambergris, and it's mine.
It's Billy's.
Mine.
You think it's yours? You're seeing a mirage. Tell him, Mr. Dollar.
Dollar, if this is some kind of a low-down yank, he trick.
It's no trick, Mr. Meany. Mrs. Harvey showed me the contract you have with Billy.
Well, what's that got to do with him stealing the ambergris?
Just this.
This.
The contract states that all fish and fish products and byproducts caught or seined while using your boat belong to you.
That's right. Exactly right,
So, the ambergris doesn't.
What?
No, sir. Ambergris comes from a whale. And the whale is not a fish. It's a mammal.
Dollar, you boy. No, wait a minute.
Well, doggone.
They say that young love can work miracles, and I guess it must be true, because later that day, a huge sperm whale was sighted about 3 miles offshore near the Cat Island Channel. Proving, as I've always said, you can't figure whales any more than you can people. Expense account total, including hotel bill and transportation back to Hartford, $420.10. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the wayward truck matter. And I'll leave you to figure that one out for yourself. But join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by Charles B. Smith, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Jeanette Nolan, G. Stanley Jones, Junius Matthews, Gil Stratton, Dick Crenna, and John Daner. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood now for
Johnny Dollar.
Ted Orloff here.
Orloff, Los Angeles?
That's right. Tri-Western Indemnity Company.
Well, hi, Ted.
Look, are you free to come out here in a hurry?
What's up?
A wayward truck.
A wayward?
That's right, truck.
Lost, strayed, or stolen?
Well, that's what I hope you can find out. It's a big one. Insured for nearly $20,000.
That is a big one.
And aborted when it disappeared was the driver.
Insured?
For $10,000. And a cargo of copper tubing worth $9,500. Also insured.
Holy. Ted, I'll grab the next plane.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Tri-Western Indemnity Company, Los Angeles office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the wayward truck matter. Expense account item 1, $194.65, airfare and incidentals, Hartford to Los Angeles, California. When my plane set down at the international airport shortly after 9 a.m., Ted Orloff was waiting for me. He led me on out to the parking lot. Here we are, Johnny. This car right here. All right. Go on, hop in. See? You reserve a hotel room for me in town, Ted? Huh? Why? Well, after all, I've been sitting up in a plane all night and wouldn't mind a chance to shower and slick the whiskers off my pussy. Change clothes. Don't want to take the time. That's why I'm glad you could make it out here right away. See, this thing only happened Wednesday night. Well, just what did happen, and who suffered the loss? And how about stopping somewhere so I can grab some breakfast, huh? Sure. Find a place along the way. Like I told you, Johnny, a truck loaded with $9,500 worth of copper tubing has disappeared. What kind of tubing? The kind they use a lot of in building airplanes, that sort of thing. Go on. It was shipped from Marlowe Copper Products over in East Los Angeles. That's where we're heading. Marlowe's a big jobber, distributor. Okay, so what happened? Well, late Wednesday night, a driver by the name of Jackie McAllen was scheduled to haul this order of tubing over to the Belden Aircraft Corporation over in Victorville. That's about 100 miles east of here, out in the desert. Yeah, I know. So? Well, the truckers usually drive that route at night, not only because of lighter traffic, but to avoid the heat during the daytime. Brother, you can say that again. Yeah. Well, anyhow, right after midnight Wednesday, 12:05 to be exact, Jackie signed out of the Marlowe warehouse with his load of copper tubing. Yesterday morning, Friday, Belden Aircraft was screaming for it, wanting to know why it hadn't been delivered as promised. Just disappeared? Just disappeared. Hijacked, obviously. And the driver? Any word of him? Nothing. Well, what kind of a market is there for stuff like that out here? Plenty of market for it. Not only because it's expensive, but it's hard to get, too. Especially for some of the new little companies that have sprung up around Palmdale and Lancaster out that way. Yeah, didn't Lockheed just build a plant out there? Lockheed, Belden, a lot of the big ones. And they subcontract work to the little boys. That's why nearly $10,000 worth of copper tubing would be worth its weight in gold to those little plants. Oh, and it's a wonder there isn't more of this kind of hijacking, if that's what it is. What do you know about the driver of that truck?
Jackie McAllen is as honest as the day is long.
Yeah, who says?
His employer, and he should know. Jackie's been driving for Marlowe Copper Products for years. They trust that boy with a load of pure gold.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Yeah. Man might have some trouble selling off a load of pure gold.
Huh?
But if what you say is true about the demand for copper tubing in this area.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Well, every man's supposed to have his price, you know, Tip.
Look, Johnny, I see what you're driving at, all right, but not Jackie McAllen.
You sure? 10,000 is a lot of money.
Wouldn't be worth 10,000 sold undercover.
Jackie would certainly know where to sell it, though, wouldn't he?
Johnny.
And why hasn't he showed up?
I'll tell you why. Because he's probably been killed.
Item 2, $1.75, breakfast for me and a cup of coffee for Ted Orloff on the way into Marlowe Copper Products in East Los Angeles. I was amazed at the way this industrial area has grown in the past few years. The Marlowe operation turned out to consist of a small office and a couple of warehouses. Marlowe himself was a tall, lean man of about 50, very much on the ball.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dollar. It's as simple as that. Now, Willie here is the night watchman.
I do, sir.
Hi, Willie.
According to Willie's clock and the shipping order in the manifest, Jackie McAllen signed his load out at exactly 12:05. And that's the last we've seen of either of them.
He took off alone with a load worth $10,000?
$9,500, yes.
Well, isn't that taking quite a chance?
Well, he's done it many times.
Mr. Marlowe, how much does this Jackie earn a week?
Well, that would depend. Anywhere from 100 and... Oh, now, wait a minute. If you're thinking what I think you are, you're wrong, Dollar. You're dead wrong.
Just as I said, Johnny.
Sure, why? I'd trust Jackie with my own life. And believe me, whoever's done him in, well, he's going to have to deal with me. I'll see him hang.
What makes you so sure he's been done in?
Well, it's the only thing that could have happened to make him give up a shipment of goods. A hijacker'd have to kill him. And whoever did this to Jackie...
Tell me, do you think there's any possibility of his having been approached beforehand by hijackers? Perhaps threatened into turning the shipment over to them?
No, not a chance. He would have told me of anything like that immediately.
If he had time, maybe. Who's working on the case now, Mr. Marlowe?
The L.A. Police Department and the Sheriff's Department of every county in Southern California.
Are all your trucks like those two I see out the window there?
Jackie's was. We got 4 of those big singles. Did have. Now it's 3. And 3 big tractor-trailer rigs.
Mm-hmm. A truck like one of those is a pretty big hunk of stuff to just disappear. Willie.
Yes, sir.
Were you on duty Wednesday?
Yes, sir, I was.
Did you notice anything unusual about Jackie that night?
Why, no, sir. Not that I noticed.
He came to pick up his truck alone, huh?
I didn't see nobody else with him.
Well, did he look worried, anything like that?
Well, not that I could see, no, sir.
And he didn't say anything that might have indicated things weren't as they should be?
Not that I heard, no, sir.
Just exactly what did he do?
What the driver always does, come in, signed up the manifest, putting down a time, and then drove off with his truck like always.
Nothing unusual at all.
Not that I saw, no, sir.
Mr. Marlowe, where did Jackie live?
Somewhere over on West 3rd Street. He lived alone. Naturally, the police looked for him there first thing.
May I have that address, please?
I'll have my secretary get it for you.
You all through with me, boss?
Yes, Willie. If you're going to work tonight, you better get some sleep. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right.
And believe me, nothing's going to happen to anything this time.
If I were you, Mr. Marlowe, I think I'd have more than that for a night watchman in a place like this.
Just what were you thinking of, Mr. Dollar? Jackie's address, I mean.
Look, if the police and sheriff's offices haven't been able to turn up anything, well, in spite of what you said, there's always the possibility of collusion in a case like this.
Between Jackie and whoever stole that truck? Oh, no, sir.
There's always the possibility, voluntary or otherwise, if Jackie was in with the hijackers, even against his will.
I wouldn't believe it.
But it's a possibility, whether you want to believe it or not. For one thing, how would the hijackers know when and how the shipment was to be made?
From any one of a number of sources. The man who supervised the loading here, for instance.
Oh.
Red Kingsley, or almost anybody in the place, or just as easily anyone over at Belden Aviation in Victorville.
Belden with no exact time of departure from this warehouse?
Well, no.
Close timing in a hijack operation is usually pretty important.
But they knew the stuff was due at their plant early Friday morning. They've been hollering for it ever since.
I'll lay my money on the tip-off coming from this end. Now, has the route between here and Victorville been thoroughly gone over?
By the police.
And they found no sign of either the truck or this fellow Jack?
That's right. The truck, of course, could be disguised, new coat of paint, that sort of thing, often done.
But no body, alive or otherwise.
No. So how do you plan to proceed?
Well, if Jackie was forced to participate...
And I'm sure he wasn't.
Then I don't know. Let me have that address, huh? Frankly, I didn't have the least idea what I was looking for. But I couldn't just stand around, so I borrowed a company car with a name and a number plastered all over the side and drove to the West 3rd Street address, hoping I'd have no trouble persuading the manager to let me in. Manager? Not in that old ramshackle frame house. The front door was wide open, and the mailbox had the number 4 opposite Jackie's name. I went upstairs. As I reached the second floor, I could see that the door of number 4 was slightly ajar, and I could hear somebody moving about inside, opening closets and drawers. Quietly, I slipped close to the door. Inside, his back toward me, was a big, broad-shouldered brute, hastily emptying one of the bureau drawers. He was dressed in dirty work pants and wore a heavy, tattered blue sweater.
Hey, who?
Maybe you better let me answer the questions, huh?
Oh, yeah? Now, look, buddy.
What are you doing here? What are you putting into those handbags?
None of your business. Now, you get out of here.
Not until I find out what you're up to.
I said get out. Did you hear me?
Oh, take it easy.
Oh, yeah?
You want to play that way, huh?
That's right.
Brother, that was a big mistake.
Oh, you asked for it.
Oh, no, you don't. All right. Now, start talking. What are you doing here in Jackie's room?
What was I doing here? Hey, look. Who do you think you are? The law or something barging in here like this?
That's right. Who are you? I said, who are you?
I'm McCallion.
What?
That's right. Jackie McCallion.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag representing one of the 50 states. New Jersey's flag was created at the direction of George Washington. In 1779, General Washington directed that the New Jersey Continental Regiments wear coats of dark blue with buff-colored facing. This was done as a tribute to the former ruler of these colonies, the Dutch, whose national colors were buff and blue. Later, he instructed that the field on the flag of New Jersey should be the same buff color, and the state coat of arms in blue be placed upon it. The state's motto, reflecting the aspirations of all who came to these shores, is also inscribed on the flag: liberty and prosperity. This flag was displayed proudly before the combined American and French armies at the surrender of Cornwallis's army at Yorktown. New Jersey's state flag, the flag of the third state to enter the Union, was adopted on March 26, 1896.
Now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Wayward Truck Matter.
Missing. A $20,000 truck from the Marlowe Copper Products Company of East Los Angeles. Also missing. Its cargo of copper tubing insured for $9,500. Also missing, also insured, the driver, one Jackie McCallion. And when I found a big, ugly-looking character going through Jackie's furnished room, I jumped him. And who does it turn out to be? That's right, Jackie McCallion.
Boy, I'll say this, buddy. You're sure handy with your dudes for a skinny guy. Hey, who are you, anyway?
Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator. And look, I'm sorry I must jump you.
Insurance what?
Well, I came here to find out what happened to you and the truckload of copper tubing that never got to build an aviation over in Victorville.
What are you talking about? Of course it didn't. Of course not.
Well, why?
Because the shipment was called off, that's why.
What?
Well, sure. It was supposed to go out Wednesday night, right after midnight.
And it did. At least it left the warehouse.
That's where you're wrong. Because me and Betsy, we was going to take it.
Betsy?
Yeah, Betsy. You know, my truck. Only the order got canceled out.
Who says so?
The office.
Who at the office?
Well, how shall I know? All I know is I was here in my room getting ready to go over and pick up Betsy and the tubing. And a phone rung, and a girl from the office says the shipment is canceled out.
What girl? Do you know?
I don't know. Some girl says she was in the office or so. You know, one of the girls, like they always giving out the orders, you know. And she told me the boss says on account of there ain't no more trips for me this week, I can start my vacation right away instead of next week.
But you don't know which girl in the office told you that.
I told you, I don't know. I told Mr. Marlowe thanks, that's all. Why? Didn't she tell him?
Where have you been since Wednesday night?
Oh, down in San Diego, staying at my sister's and doing some yellowtail fishing while I was there. You know, out around San Clemente Island. Boy, they pulled in a big one.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
There was one guy on that party boat. Hey, wait a minute. What do you mean the shipment went out?
Just that. On schedule. A little after midnight.
That girl told me.
And it hasn't been heard of since.
You mean it went out in my truck? In Betsy? Who took it?
According to everything we know, you.
Oh, no, sir. By midnight Wednesday, I was halfway to San Diego in my car. Look, you ask my sister down there. I got there before 1 a.m. Call her up and ask her. Go ahead, call her.
You're sure of that?
Oh, sure, I'm sure. And if some dirty guy took my Betsy out, I'll kill him. No, nobody right Betsy but me.
Well, what were you doing when I came in here? Packing those bags in such a hurry. What for?
My vacation. What's the matter? Don't you hear good? Hey, well, look, mister. If somebody took my truck out...
Okay, Jackie, okay. Calm down and come along with me.
Where?
We're going back to Marlowe Copper Products to talk with a couple of people. Maybe do a showdown. Jackie, with a name like that, I'd pictured a slim, wiry little fellow, not this big gorilla. And from what he'd said and what he told me on the way back to the Marlowe warehouse, I was convinced he was telling the truth about his whereabouts the night of the robbery. But then, who could possibly have been a close enough double for Jackie to fool the watchman? Or had the watchman been trying to fool me and the police? And why? Or could Marlowe himself have somehow contrived to? But again, why? And if Marlowe was up to something, well, he'd have been smart enough to put or at least keep Jackie out of the way.
Mr. Dollar, did you find Jackie?
Hi, boss. Hey, what's going on around
Jackie,
here?
thank heaven, boy, you're all right.
Oh, sure I'm all right.
We thought you'd been killed or something.
Oh, me killed?
Where did you find him, Dollar? Where's the truck?
Hey, boss, that's what I've been trying to find out. Only all this guy here does is ask me questions.
Well, the important thing is you're all right. I didn't tell you this before, Dollar, but Jackie's as much a part of this business as I am.
Ah, come on.
You started out with me in the beginning when I didn't have a penny to my name. Worked 7 days a week, night and day, helping me build up this business.
And you've kept him just a truck driver?
What do you mean, just kept me a truck driver? That's the way I like it.
Oh.
Yeah, even the big retirement he made for me. I don't want that. I just want to keep on driving the truck, just like I am, and maybe go fishing now and then. That's what I like, and then I'm happy.
Thank God you're still all right.
Hey, but what about Bessie?
Yes, Dollar, what about the truck? Any ideas, any leads?
Mr. Marlowe, I want to talk to that night watchman of yours again.
Oh, Willie?
That's right. Let's just hope he hasn't skipped town.
Skipped town?
Could you see if you can locate him and get him down here?
Well, of course. Do you think he was involved in the hijack operation?
Well, let's get him in here, if we can, and we'll see. Something had just come back to me. Something pretty damning insofar as Willie was concerned. It was the way he had answered my questions when I talked to him before. Was there anything unusual about Jackie when he came to pick up the truck? Well, not that he'd noticed, he said. Had Jackie picked up the truck alone? Well, he hadn't seen anybody with him. What had Jackie said? He hadn't heard anything. Not one really positive answer in the lot. Or to the other questions I'd asked him. Much to my surprise, Marlowe's phone call brought assurances from Willie that he'd come over to the plant right away.
And I told him I'd get somebody else to fill in for him tonight because of the sleep he's having to miss.
Yeah, well, tell me this.
Yeah.
Do your watchmen carry a time clock?
That's right. There are punch key boxes located in a dozen or so spots all over the warehouse and one in this office.
They register on a paper dial on the time clock.
Yeah,
Sir.
that's right. That way there's a record of what time he reaches every station on his nightly round.
Will you get me that record for Wednesday night, please?
Of course.
And while you're at it, I'd like a copy of the shipping order and the manifest for that truckload of copper tubing.
I'll have my secretary get them for you.
By the time the secretary dug the punch clock record out of the files, old Willie arrived, looking somewhat the worse from lack of sleep, but apparently willing to cooperate in any way he could. I took him out to the watchman's booth, which was just inside the warehouse gate.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dollar. This here's my own private office every night.
And this is where you were when Jackie McCanyon came to pick up his truck Wednesday night, huh?
Well, now, where else would I be?
Well, now, that answer is just as definite as the ones you gave me before, Willie, and it won't do.
Why?
I asked you if Jackie said anything that night that might have made you suspicious.
And I told you. Not that I heard, no, sir.
Well, did you talk with him at all?
Well, no reason to.
There were just the two of you here in the middle of the night.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't even say hi to each other?
Well, no reason. Driver comes around to pick up a shipment. All he has to do is sign up the manifest the time he leaves. And...
You knew what time he was to be here, didn't you?
Sure. I mean, yes, sir. It was right on the shipping order.
But you didn't see him. You didn't see him pick up the shipping order or sign the manifest or drive out of here with his truck. Knowing he was coming, you left the gate open for him. Or knowing somebody was coming.
That's against the rules, mister, leaving the gate.
You weren't here when that truck went up.
I didn't say that.
No. So far you haven't said anything. You've just given a lot of evasive answers to all my questions. All right. Now, if you were here, you were partner to the hijacking operation.
No, sir.
You'd have had to be. Because Jackie McCanyon didn't pick up his truck that night, as you'd have us believe. If you were here at the gate, that is. And that's something we'll find out right now. Here.
Say, that's out of my time clock.
That's right. And it's dated the night of May 22nd and 23rd.
That's the night?
Yes. Now, where's Station 1?
Why, that's right there on the gate there. And that's the key I use to punch my time clock. Every single night, right on schedule. And I don't know what you're getting at, Joe.
All right. Just listen to me and answer my questions. Station number 1 was punched at 11:41.
If that's what it says, that's what it was.
Now, where's number 2? Well?
Look, I don't like the way...
Where is number 2?
It's the big double doors back in the warehouse on the right. But now you look here.
11:47. You must walk pretty slowly.
Well, of course I do. I look around. I make sure that everything's all right.
Okay. Now, where's number 5? Come on, number 5.
On the back gate, way around the other side of the warehouse.
Yeah. A good quarter of a mile from here. And according to this time clock record, that's where you were at exactly 12:04 that night. And, brother, I'd like to see you do a quarter of a mile around these buildings in less than a minute to get back here at exactly 12:05 when you claim Jackie signed out that truck. Well?
You're right, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah? Which way am I right?
I wasn't here. I left the gate open for him, like I often done when I wouldn't be right there for a night shipment.
Like you often did?
Don't you see? Nothing like this ever happened before. And when I seen his name on the manifest, I knowed that...
You weren't here when the truck went out, so you don't know a thing.
I mean, I thought Jackie took it because I left the catch on the main gate so it looked like it was locked.
You ever done that before?
Well, not for Jackie. He was always too close to the boss, so he and the boss...
Yeah, I know all about that.
But I have for the other boys.
Yeah. Yeah, you left this whole place wide open for anybody who wanted to come in and take anything he could lay his hands on. And this time it was a $20,000 truck with a $10,000 cargo. Willie, you're in trouble. Plenty. I questioned him further and got nothing more than a few tears and a plea for mercy, and then I turned him over to Marlowe. Willie was his problem now. But my own was still far from solved. I wasn't any closer to the missing truck and its cargo than I'd been when I arrived. Expense account item 3, $220, lunch for Jackie McCanyon and myself at a lunchroom around the corner. We were on our second cup of coffee.
Good boy, that was a good donut. Oh, sir, Mr. Dollar. And the more I think about it, the more I say that outside of them pretty girls in that boss's office, the only ones to be sure what time that shipment was to go out was Willie and Red Kingsley.
Kingsley? That's his car I used.
Yeah, that's the guy. He's in charge of all the shipping.
Well, how much you know about him?
Well, I don't know. After all, he's kind of over me.
I thought your only real boss was Mr. Marlowe.
Well, he is. You just bet he is. And he's the best friend I ever had, too. But if I don't keep my place around the plant, keep subordinating to the guys that are foreman and stuff, what do you think would happen to the morale around the plant?
Well, tell me about Red anyway.
Hello, Mr. Dollar.
Mr. Marlowe?
I just got a call from the sheriff's substation in Victorville.
Yes?
They've picked up some of that shipment of copper tubing. You see, we put a stamp on every piece.
And whoever hijacked it is already getting rid of it.
Yes, but so far nobody's admitting where they got it. It's at Air Metals Company and Stress Products Incorporated, both near Victorville. You want to check on it? Use Kingsley's car again.
Right.
Hey, you want me to show you the route?
Okay, Mr. Marlowe.
Sure, Jackie, go to it.
And believe me, we went. I don't know whether the police along the route have been alerted to let us by or not, but we earned more than one speeding ticket before we hit the cutoff around Victorville. The cutoff that would take us on past Edwards Air Force Base where the plants we were looking for were located. All along the way, Jackie had carefully scrutinized every truck we passed, going in either direction.
No. Same make and model, but she ain't Betsy.
Oh, Jackie, don't you realize that truck of yours is no doubt thoroughly disguised by now?
You think a father couldn't tell his own little baby no matter how disguised it was?
Maybe, but the truck.
Here, now, hey, look at that one up ahead. See the one we're pulling up on? Oh, it's the same make and model, only this one is painted green.
Want me to slow up as we pass it?
Nah, she ain't Betsy. Even from here I could tell.
What did he say?
Well, I didn't quite... Hey, wait a minute. That's Betsy.
You sure? That paint job looks pretty old.
That's Betsy. I know by her sound. You stop and block her off.
Hey, Red. That's what he shouted. And this is Red Kingsley's car with the company name all over it.
Yeah, that's why he thought we was Red when we passed him.
Sure. And look, he's catching up on us.
He sure knows we ain't Red by now. Hey, look out. He's going to pile into us. He's going to ram us.
Holy, hang on.
Look, I hate to keep slapping you on the push this way, but come on. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. All right?
I'm okay.
Hey, your pal's up the road to that other truck. That's the sheriff's car. Up there were a couple of 1,000 miles of copper pipe spread all over the countryside.
Oh, yeah.
I edged him off the highway and he flipped over.
Well, why did you do that?
Why? Well, to hear those cops talk, you'd think I was a hero or something. The guys in the green truck rammed you off the road, didn't they?
That's right.
Well, when the cops seen that happen, they tried to force the truck off. Mister, that takes something like Clarabelle here.
Clarabelle?
Yeah. That's what I call this tractor-trailer rig of mine. It's not the first time I've given the police a hand.
Yeah? They've given a lot of people a hand, those boys who drive the big interstate trucks and trailers. They're a pretty fine bunch to have on the road. Well, I guess it's pretty obvious that Red Kingsley and Marlowe's shipping department was back at the hijacking operation. The two who were aboard the stolen truck turned state's evidence and signed plenty. And, of course, we'll take care of them. Expense account total, including air transportation and incidentals back to Hartford, $50105. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week? Well, if you think a sudden case of complete amnesia is any fun, you're wrong. Because it happened to me. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Boris Lewis, John Zaner, Junius Matthews, Stacey Harris, and Jack Crucian. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Coverly speaking.
It's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Crutcher, Mr. Dollar. Lester Crutcher at Continental Insurance Company.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Crutcher?
Tell me, are you familiar with the Priest Expedition collection?
Priest Expedition?
Some of the relics, artifacts of considerable archaeological import that were excavated from the ruins of the city of in the valley of the Euphrates.
What?
Findings from the temple erected to the god Baal, which proved of such historical value to students of the ancient Babylonian civilization. You know.
Yeah, I certainly don't know. But what about it?
We carry some special insurance on that collection.
And what's happened to it?
Nothing yet. But I think you'd better come over and see me. Right away.
Okay, Mr. Crutcher. Why not?
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the loss of memory matter. Ancient Babylonia, Crutcher had said. So on the way down to his office, I stopped off at the library for a good look at the encyclopedia. And I learned that what was once Babylonia is now a part of the country of Iraq, one of the hot spots in the Middle East. Good. There might be some action, even international intrigue. On a map, I found the location of the long-forgotten city of The confluence of the Tigris and Euphrates River near the Persian Gulf was where it was. Romantic names, all of them. And not too far away, the exotic city of Baghdad. Yes, at long last, a trip to the Middle East.
Middle East?
Well, that's what the map said, Mr. Crutcher.
Near west is more like it, Dollar.
Huh?
You must have misunderstood me. The relics from the temple of the god Baal I mentioned are presently in the little town of Lakeview.
Lakeview?
Yes, right here in Connecticut.
I guess I did misunderstand.
They're owned by a Mr. Alvin Peabody Cartwright, who, I might venture to say, is a crackpot of the first order, but who happens to have placed a great deal of insurance with us on his life, property, art collection, and so forth.
I see. You mentioned a priest's expedition collection.
Of rare scrolls and tablets, principally, taken from excavations along the bank of the Euphrates River. Some of them over 4,000 years old, all of them of great historical and archaeological value. Here, this is a relatively unimportant piece that Mr. Cartwright gave to me some years ago.
Well, what is it?
What does it look like?
Well, like a tiny sort of sofa pillow. Only it's made out of dried mud or some... Hey, wait a minute. There are a lot of tiny marks on it.
Hieroglyphics, Dollar. Those are a perfect example of the cuneiform writing that was used by the ancients.
Oh, what's it say? Has anybody deciphered it?
It's a receipt for 24 fat sheep, 12 oxen, and 12 goats that were taken to the temple for sacrifice to the great god Baal.
Well, how about that? Does the whole collection consist of stuff like this?
Yes, and of priceless scrolls made of papyrus and leather. You've heard of the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Oh, yeah, sure. That throw so much light on biblical times. Yeah, they've had a lot of publicity in Time and Life and so on.
Yes. Those in the priest collection cover much of the history of the Canaanites and Phoenicians.
And you've insured the collection?
It's this way. Mr. Cartwright has decided to sell it to the museum here in Hartford. Has promised them that his stepson, Alfred Hocking, who lives with him, would deliver it to them today. But now he's suddenly worried to death that something will happen to it en route.
So?
So, to keep him happy, we've issued a $20,000 transit policy.
Well, then what's he worried about?
Now he demands a guard for it, too.
Well, doesn't he trust his stepson, this Alfred?
Who knows? Who knows what old Cartwright thinks, whom he trusts.
Well, now look,
And after all, $250 plus whatever expense account you can dream up for a couple of hours' drive in the country.
What of his own... Oh? Well, sure, why not? Expense account item 2, $50 deposit on a rental car in which I probably headed north and west on Highway 44. The 50-odd mile drive to Lakeview was easy and pleasant. Finding Cartwright's home was also easy. It sat prominently atop a hill on the outskirts of the little town with perhaps 2 acres of ground around it. All of it looking worth a lot of money, yet rather seedy and run down. Alvin Peabody Cartwright himself greeted me at the door.
I take it you're Mr. Dollar.
That's right. Mr. Cartwright?
Let me see your credentials.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. All right, here you are.
Yes, all right, you can come in. This way, in my study. Right here. And there, Mr. Dollar, is the box containing the Babylonian relics.
That one carton is all that's to be delivered to the museum in Hartford?
That's all. Young man, the contents of that sealed carton are worth $21,000, and it's sealed, you understand, so that neither you nor that worthless stepson of mine can get your hands on any part of it. Alfred, this is Mr. Dollar. Alfred Hocking.
Hi, Dollar. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you sitting back there.
Yeah. Now let me finish this phone call that you interrupted. You still there, Mr. Waring? All right, now. Huh? Yes, he finally got here. Dollar's his name. That's right.
Shall I sit down?
Yeah, sure. Well, just you be sure he identifies himself. Yes, and that he's accompanied by my stupid stepson, whose name's Alfred Hocking. Now, if only one of them appears, or if the seals on the carton are broken, you're not to accept it. Make him bring it back to me in a... No. Call the police. Yes, that's what I said. Call the police. Otherwise, give the money to Mr. Dollar. Not to that half-wit stepson of mine. I don't trust him. Now, they'll leave here shortly, and I know it's late, but Waring, just make sure that you're there waiting for them with the money. Goodbye.
Mr. Cartwright.
Yes? Well, what?
If you're so concerned about it, I can't help wondering why you haven't asked the police to guard this shipment for you.
Because I don't trust them. I don't trust them any more than I trust this numbskull Alfred.
Thanks.
I don't trust anybody.
Oh, does that include me?
Of course it does. Why do you suppose I'm having both of you take it over there? I'll tell you why. To keep an eye on each other. Now, get yourselves out of here and on the way to Hartford. Just be sure you bring that cash right back here to me tonight.
You mean check, don't you?
I mean cash. I don't believe in checks. I don't believe in banks. I don't trust them. I've kept all I have in my big safe here in the house for the past 47 years, and I intend to continue keeping it there, where I can watch over it myself. Now, go on, you and this dumb Alfred. Get out of here.
Dumb, Alfred? I'm not so sure. On the other hand, as we drove back toward Hartford with Alfred at the wheel, he said he knew a backcountry shortcut. I decided he just wasn't as clever as he'd like to be. Hey, take it easy, Al.
I'll give it to you straight, Dollar. I'd hoped the old buzzard would let me make this delivery alone. Because believe me, if he had, he'd never see 1 red cent of that 21 grand we're going to pick up.
I take it you and your stepfather don't get along too well.
That's putting it mild. But I'm telling you, boy, that once I figure a way to relieve him of his dough, he'll never see me again. $21,000. Boy, that would get me so far away from here, I tell you...
You, been living with him long?
All my life. The crazy old Scrooge has never let me have any money of my own. And me, I got a right to blow myself, have a little fun, as much as anybody.
Well, maybe he thinks you ought to work for it. Hey, now, you better slow down, Al.
Work, did you say? When he's got more than he'll ever be able to use stashed away in that old safe in the cellar? Why should I have to work?
Hey, I said take it easy, Al.
Why don't those trucks stay off those back country roads?
Oh, now, Al.
Why should I work when all I need to do is to get my hands on some of that pile he's got in the safe and I can live like a king? He'll never spend it. And he'll never leave it to me when he kicks off. That's why I haven't knocked him off myself, but believe me,
Al, look, just stop this crate and let me take the wheel.
Yeah, why?
Oh, with all your ranting and raving, you're all over the road.
Sure, okay. Sure, you can drive.
Well, stop.
Sure, I'll stop.
Look out, we'll skid.
Let us skid.
Look out! There was a long period of deep, dull blackness, without sound, without feeling. And then, slowly, hazily, the light came back, but it wasn't clear. Everything seemed very confusing, very vague. I was conscious of a terrible throbbing in my head, and then it slowly passed, leaving only a dull ache. A strange and helpless feeling of not knowing who or what or where I was, until the shadow of a man rose from the ground beside me. It slowly took definite form as it wavered for a moment, then stood over me.
How about you, boy? Back to the world again?
World?
Yeah, you really hit that windshield frame. Here, let me help you sit up. I'll lean you up against what's left of the car. There now.
Car?
Sure. Yeah, this is the wreck we cracked up in. There you are. Nothing busted. You were just knocked out.
Cracked up?
Sure. On our way to Hartford.
Hartford?
Hey. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. I can't seem to remember anything.
What do you mean?
Not anything. I can't remember. My mind is all blank.
Well, you know who we are, don't you?
No.
What?
No, and my head, it's just...
Look. Are you kidding,
Hartford?
Bud?
Car?
Sure. Hartford, to deliver some stuff and collect the big wad of... You're sure you don't remember?
I don't remember.
Not even who you are?
I don't remember. I'm trying to, but...
Well, I'll be... Okay, now, listen. Everything's going to be okay, real okay. You want to know who you are, huh?
Yeah, who I am.
Sure you do, and I'll tell you. Your name is Hocking. Alfred Hocking.
Alfred?
That's right, yeah. You're Alfred Hocking. We were driving along here in the car. See, I was. You were keeping me company, you get it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sure you do, sure. You see, I have to deliver some stuff in Hartford. It's in this box here in the car. There, you see it?
Box? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just came along for the ride. The ride to Hartford, see?
Oh.
Yeah, and after I deliver this stuff and pick up make a little pickup, that is, why, then you and me will part and go our merry ways, you see?
I don't know. I guess so.
Sure you do. Sure you do. Yeah.
Sure I do.
You feel better now, huh?
Yeah, much. If only my head would clear. If only I could remember something, anything.
Look, you're going to be okay. Al?
Al. I'm Al.
That's right.
Yeah. But you... I can't remember.
Huh?
Who are you?
Me? My name is Johnny Dollar.
Dollar?
Yeah, remember that.
Johnny Dollar.
That's right. Yeah.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
We sometimes wonder, what is the life of a human being really worth? Not too much? Or maybe a great deal? Does it depend on whose life it is? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. Fred Hargesheimer, since World War II, has felt that his life is worth quite a lot of gratitude. During the war in the Pacific, about June of 1943, Lieutenant Hargesheimer had his P-38 fighter plane shot out of the sky. Badly wounded, he bailed out over a tiny island, New Britain. It looked pretty small from where he hit the silk, but he found it much bigger when he hit the ground. It was bigger, and in complete control of the enemy. But Hargesheimer was lucky. After a month of lonely hiding, he was found by a group of friendly natives from the village of Nantambu. They cared for him and successfully hid him from enemy patrols for the next 4 months at the risk of their own lives. Then Hargesheimer was able to make it back to civilization. For the next 17 years, Fred Hargesheimer thought about those wonderful people of Nantambu. 12,000 miles away in the United States of America, Hargesheimer put a great plan into effect. He made speeches, took up collections, sold jewelry belonging to his family, and worked out a way to bring a bit of civilization and happiness to the little village of Nantambu. Needless to say, the villagers gave him a spectacular welcome upon his return. Fred Hargesheimer showed his gratitude to the people who had saved his life. But life is worth little without freedom, the right of all men, everywhere.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Loss of Memory Matter.
Amnesia. Sudden, complete amnesia. And all the feeling of utter helplessness that goes with it. The man who was with me told me the crack up of our car on the way to a place he called Hartford. Hartford meant nothing to me. Nor did I recognize anything of the countryside or the road where we sat waiting, hoping someone would pick us up. Names, places, I remembered nothing. Not even who I was. Or who the man with me was.
That's right. Dollar. I'm Johnny Dollar.
I see.
And your name is Hocking. Alfred Hocking.
Hocking.
Yeah. Yeah, you're feeling better, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, look in the pocket of your coat.
Pocket?
Isn't there a billfold there? Yeah, open it up.
Yeah, here's...
There's a name in it? Sure, see?
Alfred P. Hocking.
That's right, that's you. And I'm Johnny Dollar. Just remember that and everything will be all right. Now, why don't some truck come along and pick us up, or a car?
What are we doing out here, Johnny?
You see this box? Well, I've got orders to deliver it to the museum in Hartford.
Museum, huh? What's in it?
No, just some old relics. Then I'll collect the money for it, and that'll be that. You can be on your merry way, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Sure.
But how come I'm going with you, Johnny?
Why, you live in Hartford, see?
Oh, I see.
You didn't even know that. You still don't remember anything.
Only what's happened since I woke up here. Look now.
Yeah?
Why don't you take me home first, if we can get a ride, that is, and maybe if I rest, I'll feel better.
No.
Maybe my mind will clear up.
No, first the museum.
But, Johnny...
All right, listen. The crazy old coot I'm delivering this stuff for, he phoned ahead that there'd be two of us, see, so you've got to come along to the museum.
Museum?
Yeah, the museum, the one in Hartford, like I told you.
Oh, yes.
But once I get the money for it, I'll take care of you. Yeah, I'll take care of you.
You've done pretty good as it is, I guess.
Sure I have, Al. I've pulled you out of the wreck and all. Hey, look, here comes a big moving van, and if I know those boys, who'll pick us up. Come on, get up on your feet, and we'll flag him down.
The helpful driver of the big cross-country truck picked us up and was all for getting me to a hospital before anything else. But my companion, who called himself Johnny Dollar, assured him he'd do it as soon as our mission was accomplished. So the driver agreed to take us directly to the museum Johnny had mentioned. Johnny Dollar. The name had a strangely familiar sound, but I couldn't remember. Finally, in the city, they told me it was Hartford. We pulled up in front of a large, rather imposing granite building.
Sure somebody will still be there waiting to meet you, mister? It's getting pretty late.
Don't worry, driver. There'll be somebody all right.
Okay, but you're sure you don't want me to wait and take your friend Al to a hospital?
Like I told you, the minute we're through here, I'll take care of him. Come on, Al.
Sure. Thanks, driver.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, boys. If I couldn't give somebody in trouble a hand, I'd have no business driving this rig. 20. Here's your package.
Oh, thanks again. Now, come on, Al.
Okay, Johnny.
I'll do all the talking, and you just remember who you are.
Sure. Let me help you carry that.
You just push the bell button there beside...
Well, it's about time. Which of you is Mr. Dollar?
That's me. Hi, Mr. Waring. Here's my credentials.
Yes. Then you...
Al Hocking.
Oh, yes. Just as Mr. Cartwright said on the phone. But what happened to you?
I had a little car accident on the way.
Oh, yes. Are you feeling all right, Mr. Hocking?
Well, my...
Oh, sure. I'm going to take care of him as soon as we leave here. So, if you don't mind, you've got something for me, haven't you?
Yeah, of course. Seals are still intact.
Sure are, in spite of the accident.
Oh, very well. If you'll step inside, I'll give you the money.
Good. Come on, Al.
I must confess my bewildered mind was somewhat puzzled by what happened next. Mr. Waring opened a small wall safe and handed my companion a package. From it, he extracted and counted almost greedily $21,000. He signed a receipt, accepted a receipt for the packet of bills. Then we left the museum and hailed a taxi.
Hey, buddy, you know a drive-your-own-car place that's still open?
Sure do.
Then take us there, and there's an extra fin for you if you step on it.
Right you are.
Johnny, can't the cabbie take me home first?
I said I'd take care of you, didn't I? All right, now, don't ask any questions. We haven't got time.
Maybe I had lost all memory. Maybe my mind was befuddled, confused. The pain in my head nearly driving me out of whatever sanity I'd retained. Nonetheless, I had a strange feeling that things weren't what they should be. Still, my friend, this Johnny Dollar who'd saved me from the wrecked car... If only I could remember things from before we cracked up. There was something strange, too, in the way he slowly, painstakingly signed the application for the drive-your-own-car, looking carefully all the while at the license he pulled out of his pocket. Then a few minutes later, we were on the road again, and we were heading, according to the highway signs, out of town and toward a place called Danbury on Route 6.
These rental cars could stand a little souping up.
Look, Johnny, I thought you were going to take me home.
I am.
But you said I live in Hartford.
Listen, if I know that stepfather of yours, the sooner we get out of the state.
What? What were you going to say?
Nothing. Now, listen. I got to get you to a hospital, see, and the best one I know is over the line in New York. You want to get your memory back, don't you?
Yeah, sure. But now look, Al.
Huh? What'd you say?
That's funny. I called you Al.
What's funny about it? Sure you aren't beginning to remember things, huh? How about it?
I wish to heaven I could. But now, look, Johnny, there's something funny about all this. I may be a bit muddled after that crack-up we were in, but it seems...
You are muddled. That's the reason you're getting crazy ideas, but don't. See? Just quit thinking and relax so you might do something you'd be sorry for. Yeah. Real sorry.
This determination of his to get across the state line. Things were wrong, and I knew it. But I didn't know why. A man's judgment is based on his experience, so are his reasoning powers, based on things he's done or that have happened to him, or at the very least on things he's known about in the past. And all of my knowledge of the past was gone from me. Anything I might do or say at this point would probably be wrong. So how could I argue with this Johnny Dollar? What's more, he had a gun. I'd felt it in his pocket when he bumped against me. Perhaps if I had a gun, I could stop him. Demand an explanation. I felt that I should. Why? I didn't know why, but somehow. Johnny?
Yeah?
Why are you so anxious to get into another state?
I told you to get you to a hospital. Now shut up.
Oh, listen to me.
Don't ask questions. Just leave everything to me.
Well, why is driving all this distance, 50 or 60 miles now, better than if you'd taken me to a hospital or doctor back in Hartford?
I told you to stop asking questions.
Yeah. Johnny, why do you carry a gun?
Why shouldn't I? Don't worry about it.
Are you supposed to?
Sure. I got a permit, so forget it.
Let me see it.
Hey, what is this? Later.
Now.
Later, I said.
Then I don't believe you.
All right, then here. Look in this card case.
I looked in Johnny Dollar's card case. His driver's license, business cards that said he was a freelance insurance investigator. And again, something vaguely familiar stirred in my cloudy mind.
You find it yet?
And then an identification card with thumbprint and snapshot. And the picture was not of the man beside me. Instinctively, I leaned over to look into the rearview mirror, to look at myself. But he pulled the gun from his pocket, and before I could do it, he struck me hard across the head.
All right now, Al. We're gonna stop. You hear me, Al?
Yeah. You hit me with that gun.
That's right.
That was a mistake. Because that second blow on the head. Why have we stopped?
You'll see. You see, you gave me an idea about this gun. Get out.
Sure. Why not?
Pretty wobbly, huh? All right, now. Look down over the side of the road there.
What about it?
See that deep ravine down there?
Why? Al?
That's why. Because you called me Al. And this time you meant it.
Yeah? I guess I did. Thanks to that poke on the head.
So, you got some of your memory back, huh? But not your strength. No. So before you do...
No, put that away. You're not going to... Expense account total so far, $95 even, including doctor bills. Repair bill on rental car is still to come, and strangely enough, old Cartwright is perfectly willing to pay it and any other expenses that may be involved. He's a changed man with his chiseling stepson out from underfoot. Also, I'll be required to appear in court against Alfred Hockey, and there'll be expenses involved there, too. The extra $500 Cartwright insisted I take doesn't go in this account since it came out of his own pocket. Not bad for just a couple of wallops on the head, huh? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week? Well, it's another case of mistaken identity, but believe me, a completely different affair. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Les Tremaine, Parley Bear, Joseph Kearns, Barney Phillips, Tom Henley, and Shepard Menken. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Hollywood. It's time now for...
$20.
Batter up, Johnny.
Who's that?
McGraw.
Oh, as if I didn't know. What's on your mind, Bert?
Dollar Mason. Ever hear of her? Her uncle Sylvester Mason.
Mason Steel and Iron?
And that's the man. Doll is his favorite niece. About 6 weeks ago, she disappeared.
So?
So, yesterday, a body washed up on Newport Beach not too far from her parents' home.
Carlos?
According to her father.
And you hold a policy on her?
For $25,000, double indemnity.
Ouch. So, why don't you pay it off?
We would have, today, except for one thing.
Well, what's that?
Right after Mason identified the body, a man named Dixon showed up and swore it was the body of his daughter.
What?
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Providential Assurance Company, 393 Dewey Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Mason-Dixon mismatch matter. Expense account item 1, $1.20, taxi from my apartment to the Providential Building. The walls of Bert McGraw's office are covered with pictures of sporting events. And as I entered, Bert was preparing to hang another one.
Oh, Johnny. Well, come in, come in. You ever see this?
Who is it?
Who? Well, it's me, that's who. The day I pitched for the Valdosta Lions. Struck out 10 of the Cherry Pointers that afternoon. Yes, sir.
You win the game for him?
Huh?
I said, did you win the game for him?
Oh. No. Cheating umpire. There. Well, Johnny boy, you ready to join our little team?
I don't know. The body of a girl being found on a beach, Mason identifying it as his daughter, then somebody else showing up.
Henry Dixon.
Yeah, and saying the same thing. Can't the authorities identify her?
Haven't been able to yet.
Neither one of those girls had their fingerprints on record?
Nope.
Well, what about dental work?
Nothing to go on there either.
Oh, brother.
It's not going to be an easy one, Johnny.
How long had the body been in the ocean before it was washed up?
Well, they figure about 6 weeks. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, yes, sir. I see. Uh-huh. Well, if it isn't the Mason girl... Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that's right. Thanks for calling, Captain. That was Captain Miller of the Newport Police.
They find out who she is?
No. So if it is the Mason girl, we're going to have to pay out $50,000 on the double indemnity clause.
You aren't surprised, are you?
No, I didn't think she died from a natural cause. But I didn't think it'd be from a gunshot wound either.
What kind of a gunshot wound?
A 38, right through here.
How old did you say the Mason girl was, Bert?
Well, around 20. Dixon girl, too. Both of them pretty, full of life. At least they were. Who'd want to harm?
But I suppose there's one way of finding out.
Just how do you figure doing it?
When did the Mason girl disappear?
Oh, about 6 weeks ago.
And the Dixon girl?
Well, she's been missing about 3 months.
Well, one of them's still alive. I'll try to find her. Bert gave me all the information he had on both the Mason and the Dixon families. I took a cab back to my apartment. That's expense account item 2. Item 3, $18.10 transportation, Hartford to Newport, Rhode Island. After checking in at the Ogden Hotel, I called Dollar Mason's father, rented a car, and drove out to the Mason home on the beach. I was about to ring the bell when the front door opened.
Hi.
Well, hi.
You must be Johnny Dollar.
That's right.
Come on in. I'm Joan Mason.
Dollar's little sister.
Uh-huh. This way, Mr. Dollar. Mother's waiting for you in the den.
Your mother? I thought my appointment was with you.
Oh, my father's indisposed. Besides, Mother's the brains of this family. Of course, if you really want to know about Dollar, you ask me.
Maybe I will.
You better. Mr. Dollar's here, Mother. Thank you, my dear. Come in, please, Mr. Dollar. See you later, Johnny. A dreadful mistake my husband made has upset him so. I thought it best to see you myself.
Just what mistake are you referring to, Mrs. Mason?
Well, we've released a statement to the newspaper. I thought you had heard.
No, ma'am, I haven't.
You've made a trip over here for nothing, then.
Oh?
Yes, you see, my husband erred when he identified that body as being our daughter's. It couldn't possibly have been.
Well, I know you're glad of that, Mrs. Mason. But what made Mr. Mason change his mind?
I haven't changed it, Dollar.
George, I thought you were going to stay in your room.
Never mind. Dollar, any questions you want to ask, I'll try to answer.
Why, George Mason, you've been thinking.
Only enough to take the bad taste out of my mouth, and you know what put it there. Oh, don't look so mixed up, Jenny. I tried going along with you, but I got too weak a stomach. So here I am.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Listen, Dollar. As soon as they found out that girl had been murdered, my wife here decided it couldn't have been Dollar.
It isn't Dollar, and you know it.
Only thing I know is that you got a set idea good, proper people don't die nowhere else but in bed. Because this girl died like she did, because she was shot, you tried convincing me she ain't our daughter. Well, I won't hold still for it. That girl's Dollar, no matter what that crazy Coot Dixon says.
Me,
or what
Mr.
you
Dollar?
say.
Shirley.
You hear? You hear me, Jenny? Oh. Doggone woman. I get so mad at her. Oh, yeah. Hey, you want a drink, Dollar?
No, thanks. A little early for me.
Yeah, I guess I've had enough, too. Well, Dollar, no matter what way our girl died, she was a good girl. Never gave me a bit of trouble. Never lied, never ran around like some her age do. She was a real good girl.
Mr. Mason, the police haven't been able to make a positive identification.
I know that.
Well, would you mind telling me why you're so certain that girl is your daughter?
Oh, of course not. First thing, Darla had no reason to run off. She had everything I could give her. Charge accounts all over the place. Everything money could buy. So she had no reason to leave here like she did.
Where was she last seen?
At the Newport Yacht Club, at the bar. Younger daughter Joan saw Darla talking with a stranger. And she walked out of the club. That was the last anybody ever saw of her.
Well, Mr. Mason, do you have a picture of your daughter that I could borrow for a few days?
Yeah, I might be able to find you one. What do you want with it?
I'm going to try to find her.
You what? Dollar, you...
Or find the Dixon girl.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, you might locate Ruth Dixon somewhere.
Do you know the Dixons, Mr. Mason?
No, I never heard of them before this happened.
What about Ruth Dixon? Could Darla have known her?
Oh, of course not.
Are you sure? I mean, isn't it possible that in a small community like this...
No, it's not possible. Dollar, we're the Masons. Now, maybe that don't mean much to you or to me, but it means an awful lot to my wife. And for the time poor Darla was born, my wife drilled it into her. You understand?
No, I'm not sure that I do.
Well, Darla never mixed with people she thought were beneath her, any more than my wife ever has.
I see.
You don't believe it, you just ask around.
I plan to, Mr. Mason. Mason found a small snapshot of his daughter. I took it and drove back to town. Expense account item 4, 10 cents, one phone call to Henry Dixon. 20 minutes later, I walked through the knee-high weeds that surrounded the Dixon home. Standing on the front porch waiting for me was a tall, thin man.
Afternoon. Mr. Dollar?
Yes, that's right.
Well, I'm glad to know you. Sit down. It's such a nice day, I thought we could talk out here on the porch.
Fine with me.
Oh, Dollar.
Yeah?
Look, this whole thing hasn't been easy on my wife. Now, I've spent all day convincing her that I was mistaken, that the girl found on the beach isn't our daughter.
You really believe that?
Oh, I do, and so does my wife. And for the first time in days, she's almost her old self again.
Henry?
Oh, on the porch, Lucille. Mr. Dollar's here.
Oh, my. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Oh, Lucille, this is Mr. Dollar.
Oh, pleased to meet you, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Dixon.
Well, sit down, Mr. Dollar. Just anywhere.
Oh, Henry built these chairs himself. I wanted to put them in the house, but Ruth, she just wouldn't have it.
Yes, Mr. Dollar. I'm not at all sure why you want to see us. Ruth wasn't insured. We never could afford to take out a policy on her.
Well, we did once for her college fund. You remember, Henry?
Yes, but when I was forced to slow down, we had to cash it in, all except about $1,000, that is.
Back in St. Louis, my husband was a school teacher, Mr. Dollar. A fine one. But the doctors made him give it up because of his heart.
Oh, I see. How long have you folks lived in Newport?
5 years and 4 months.
Mrs. Dixon, I imagine you remember just about everything that happened the day Ruth disappeared, don't you?
Oh, my, yes.
Well, did your daughter seem to be upset or emotionally disturbed in any way?
No more than usual.
Well, Ruth was spoiled, Mr. Dollar. Before Henry had to leave his job, we had the money to buy her nice things. Then, when we didn't have it, well, Ruth just never could get used to seeing her friends in their pretty new dresses.
That's one of the reasons we moved to Newport, to get away from that crowd.
Yes, we hoped she would find some friends on her own,
Financial level.
yes, some friends like that. But she wouldn't change.
Did she know the Mason girl? Or ever talk about her?
No, I can't recall that she did.
Now, wait a minute, Henry. She did once.
Oh, when was that?
Oh, about the middle of March. They were having a dance where Ruth worked. When she got home that night, she told me the Mason girl had been there and how nice her hair had looked.
The Mason girl wasn't nearly as pretty.
Oh, no. Have you ever seen a picture of Ruth, Mr. Dollar?
Well, only the one in the newspapers.
Oh, that doesn't look a thing like Ruth. Excuse me.
Surely. Mr. Dixon, was Ruth happy with her job?
Well, considering how little they pay girls for doing hostess work, she was.
Now, here's a real nice picture of her, Mr. Dollar. You just look at this. Isn't that something?
Sure. Mrs. Dixon, where was this taken?
Well, where she worked. At the Newport Yacht Club.
I borrowed the picture after promising to be careful with it. Then I went back to my hotel. At the desk, I stopped for my key and messages and found one from Captain Miller of the Newport Police. He wanted to see me in his office as soon as possible. It took me about 5 minutes to get there.
Dollar?
Yeah, that's right.
In here. I'm Miller, homicide detail. I'm glad you could.
Mr. Dollar, what wonderful good news.
Can you leave the man alone?
Well, I didn't expect to find you people here, Mrs. Mason.
No, I'm sure you didn't. And Mr. Mason didn't expect to be here either. Oh, you just wouldn't hold the thought, would you, George? You just wouldn't have faith.
Oh,
You
Jen.
had our girl dead and buried in her grave.
For heaven's sake. Never see anything so disgusting, Dollar.
But she's not. No, sir. Oh, I'm so thankful. So very
Mrs.
thankful.
Mason, you mean you found her?
They haven't found her yet, Dollar. As a matter
We
of fact.
found proof that she's alive.
What kind of proof?
A slip.
Of what?
A little trail. Oh, Mr. Dollar, I'm so excited.
Calm down, Jenny. For heaven's sake.
I'll
What did
calm
you
down
find,
when I'm ready to
I
Mr.
didn't
Mason.
find it. Mrs. Mason did.
Well, what is it? What is it?
A bill from Kennedy's at the department store over in Providence.
Oh, why don't you shut up, woman?
Oh,
Captain, what's a bill got to do with Darla Mason being alive?
Just this. All the Masons have a charge account at Kennedy's.
yes.
So today a bill came to the Mason house addressed to Miss Darla Mason.
You hear?
Yeah? Mrs. Mason opened it.
Yes.
Darla charged a fur wrap in Kennedy's.
Oh. When?
Just last week.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
We often hear about people shooting the bull or throwing the bull. We often do it ourselves on occasion. But here's a story about a bull that threw the man instead of the other way around. When Air Force veterinarian Captain Tony Kamalacher was stationed in the Azores, he was asked by a Portuguese veterinarian to diagnose the wound of a young and promising bull that had been gored by another bull. It came from a long line of famous corrida bulls and was considered very valuable. But Captain Kamalacher's diagnosis was not favorable. An operation was needed, and there were no facilities for such a thing. Just the young captain's bag of surgical instruments, a few strong field hands to hold the animal down, and Mrs. Kamalacher, who acted as nurse. The operating table was a rocky field under a penetrating drizzle of rain. But Captain Tony Kamalacher couldn't be stopped with mere inconveniences. After giving the bull a dose of tranquilizers and a shot of local anesthetic, he proceeded with surgery. Just as the operation was completed, the bull came to life. With a mighty lurch, it leaped to its feet, throwing the field hands aside like sticks, and, for thanks, immediately charged at the surgeon. But Kammerlacher escaped over a nearby stone wall. The bull recovered, and its grateful owner renamed it Kammerlacher for its debut in the ring, where, Portuguese style, it is against the law to kill the bull. That's how a simple act of kindness brought about new understanding, a step on the road to freedom, the right of all men, everywhere.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Mason-Dixon mismatch matter.
After telling me that the Mason girl had used one of her charge accounts just 5 days before the body was discovered on the beach, Captain Miller produced the original sales slip. Written across the bottom of it was the name Darla Mason.
I wish to heaven I could be positive it's really her signature.
You mean you think it's a forgery, Captain?
I don't think anything yet.
Mr. Dollar, you believe it's Darla's signature, don't you?
Well, I haven't anything to compare the signature with, Mrs. Mason.
Mrs. Mason, do you happen to have any of your daughter's legal documents at home, or her driver's license, or anything else that might contain her signature?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You can order a copy from the Department of Motor Vehicles, Captain.
Yeah, I will.
What do you want it for, Captain?
Well, it's just a matter of form, Mr. Mason. We have to be sure.
But Darla's mother and me, we are sure. And we're the only ones that count.
Well, that's not quite true, Mr. Mason.
What?
Have you forgotten about the Dixons?
Oh, yeah, I guess I did for a minute. Well, you go ahead. Mrs. Mason and me will be at home.
Yes, sir.
No, let us know as soon as you can, Captain.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Thank you.
Well, Darla, now what?
How far is Providence, Captain?
About 40 miles. Why?
Well, I don't know about that store over there, but where I came from, before a person could charge on an expensive item like a fur wrap, he'd have to produce some identification.
Unless.
Yeah?
Unless the salesperson recognized him. Or her. What do you think?
It's 3:10 now. If we hurry, we might have time to do a little shopping. We made it in an hour and a half. The first salon at Kennedy's is on the second floor, back, away from the escalator.
I remember her quite well, Mr. Dollar.
And you're sure it was Darla Mason?
Oh, yes, I know, because I was so surprised to see her.
Oh, how's that?
Well, I read the papers, Mr. Dollar. I knew she... in a way.
Had you ever waited on her before, Miss Trumbull?
No, I had not.
Do you remember how she was dressed?
Well, she had on a hat. Gray felt fitted real close to her head, so you couldn't see any of her hair. And, yes, a navy blue dress, raw silk, I believe, and real décolleté.
What?
Low cut, Captain.
Oh.
Did you recognize her when she first walked in, or not until she told you her name?
Well, you men are so picky. I don't remember everything.
I'm sorry. Miss Trimble, I have 2 snapshots here. In a moment, I want you to tell me which of these 2 girls is Darla Mason.
Well, that won't be hard to do.
But first, may I borrow a pair of scissors and a small piece of paper, please?
Certainly. Here you are.
Thanks.
What the devil are you up to, Johnny?
Cutting paper hats. What do you think?
What?
Come over here to the counter. Miss Trimble, if you'll just wait there a second, please.
Whatever you think.
This had better be good.
I think it will be. Now watch. All right. I put the snapshots on the counter. And on the head of each girl...
Johnny!
One of my little paper hats.
Oh, really? This is ridiculous.
Is it? Take a look.
But Well, I'll be... When did you spot this?
Today, at the Dixon house. Miss Trimble.
Yes, sir?
Would you come over now, please?
Yes, certainly.
All right. Look at the snapshots and tell me which of these ladies bought that fur from you last week.
Why, you've covered up their hair.
You said she wore a hat, didn't you?
Yes, but...
Which one of them was it, Miss Trimble?
Well, I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
They look so much alike with their hair covered like that. I'm just not sure.
The Mason girl had worn her hair short, in the Italian style. Ruth Dixon, who didn't have the money to spend on beauty parlors, had let hers grow long and full. But both girls had similar features, and apparently I was the only one who had noticed this. Or was I? Captain Miller and I went to the credit department where we compared the signature on the sales slip with Darla Mason's original credit application. After that, well, there was little doubt in our minds as to what had happened. It was almost 7 when I got back to my hotel, took a shower, and stretched out to do a little thinking. Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hi, yourself. Who is it?
Oh, come on, Johnny. Who are you expecting?
Well...
Don't tell me you've forgotten about our date.
Oh, no. Where shall I meet you, Miss...
I'll meet you. Be right up, Johnny boy.
I wasn't quite dressed when she began pounding on the door. I tucked my shirt in and opened the door.
Hi.
Joni.
Well, who else? Don't look so amazed. Invite me in.
Oh, sorry. Come in.
That's more like it.
You don't mind if I leave the door open, do you?
Worried, Johnny?
Oh, no. It's just that I like lots of air.
You're cute.
So are you for a 17-year-old.
18. But
I'm quite sure you are. Now, Joni, before we go out tonight, would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
I thought you probably would.
Oh, why?
Well, I'm sure everyone in Newport knows about Darla charging that for a rat.
I see.
What do you want to ask me, Johnny?
It's about the day Darla disappeared.
Yes,
Well, you said she was in the bar with a stranger, right?
that's right.
But you and I, we both know that every stranger who enters the yacht club has to sign a guest book. Correct?
Well, he's given a temporary card.
With the name of the member who invited him to the club also registered in the book.
You're very clever, Mr. Dollar.
Why did you lie to the police and your parents, Joni?
Darla's my sister. I thought maybe someday she'd do the same for me.
Will you tell me who the stranger was? Or shall I go over to the yacht club and start checking her guest book?
I'll tell you.
Yeah?
Would you mind closing that door?
Tell me first.
His name's Peter Hansen.
Who is he?
My mother can answer that. Or my father.
Who is he, Joni?
A tutor. My mother hired him for Darla and me. He moved into our house about 3 months ago. Of course, he didn't stay long.
Where was he from?
I don't really know. But I know how you can find out.
Yeah?
Mother hires all her help from the Castelloni Employment Agency in Providence. If anyone has his home address, they will.
I started calling the Castelloni agency at 8:30 the next morning. Hanson's last known address was in Providence, and half an hour later I was headed toward the highway. It wasn't until I reached the turnpike that I noticed I was being followed by a battered blue sedan. Hanson had moved, but he'd left a forwarding address, and 3 hours and 2 addresses later, I turned down a lonely oyster shell road and stopped. Ahead of me, I could see a small beach cottage, and still behind me, the battered blue sedan.
You make it real easy for a man to follow you, Mr. Dollar.
If I had known it was you, sir, I wouldn't have.
I hope you don't mind my tagging along like this.
Mr. Dixon.
Now, wait. I know what you're going to say. But let me say this first, Mr. Dollar. I've waited around, wondering if it was our girl you would find or the other one for so long. Well, I just couldn't anymore. I had to do something. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, sir, I think I do.
Good. Well, then, you go on about your business, and I won't bother you. You go on up to that house, and I'll wait right here. Go on now.
Yes, sir. I wasn't sure who or what I would find in that beach house. I was sure no amount of talk could persuade Mr. Dixon to leave until I did. I knocked on the door for a good minute before it finally opened.
Yeah?
Mr. Hanson?
Yeah, what is it?
My name's Dollar. I'm an insurance.
Insurance man. Oh, I thought... Honey, it's just an insurance salesman. Look, Dollar, even if I had the money, I wouldn't buy any insurance from you. You come around too early.
You didn't let me finish.
Huh?
I'm not a salesman. I'm an investigator.
Oh. Hey,
Oh, give it up here.
No! Honey! Honey!
Honey, you can't stop me, Hanson.
You want to bet?
Yeah. You'll be all right.
Why did you have to find us? Why?
Why did you disappear? You know how much trouble you've caused?
I can read, I know.
It didn't bother you? Your family not knowing whether you were dead or alive?
Not a bit. I'd be happier if they thought I was dead.
Oh, Dollar, you don't mean that.
I proved it, didn't I?
I'm not sure. Why did you disappear?
Because I was bored. Tired and sick of living like my family makes me live.
And how's that?
Come out here. You see those birds?
The seagulls, yeah.
Beautiful, aren't they? You know why?
All right, why?
Because they're free. Because they can live any way they want with no responsibilities, no reputation to worry about. Oh, boy, how I ended.
Mr. Dollar.
We're around back, sir.
All right, now you tell me something.
Sure.
How'd you know that wasn't me they found on the beach?
Because of that fur wrap you charged at Kennedy's.
But how did... I told them to send the bill here.
They didn't. It went to your house.
Oh, no. Somebody sure goofed.
Yeah, darling. You sure did.
Mr. Dollar, are you all right? I thought... Oh.
Mr. Dixon.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes, darling. He followed me here hoping I'd lead him to his daughter.
Oh. Gee, Mr. Dixon, I'm sorry if there's anything I can do.
My daughter was fine. Decent. But you...
Oh, Mr. Dixon.
After what you did to your parents and to us, making us wonder for so long, not knowing whether it was you or our daughter who was dead. Believe me, I wish it were you.
Like Bert McGraw told me a long time ago, somebody has to handle the rough ones. And for me, this was it. Henry Dixon was in no condition to drive his car, so he rode back with us. And on the way, well, Darla Mason will never forget the things he said to her. Neither will I. As for Ruth Dixon, who murdered her and why, well, that's up to the Newport police. Expense account total, including hotel bill, car rental, and transportation back to Hartford, $319 exactly. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, well, I suddenly found out there was more to this case I just finished. More. The really tough part. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by Charles B. Smith and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Mary Jane Croft, Jeanette Nolan, Gene Tatum, Frank Nelson, Will Wright, Austin Green, and Marvin Miller. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service. Television Service.